Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome to an episode of Crisis Event African Frame Edition, where we're going to be covering the Super Mario Brothers movie. It's a me, Mario. Whoa, I did that way too well. I am here with Mr. Rob Siveko, aka SQJ Pure. Please go check out all of his stuff on Google Play. We have got Jin's War, we have got The Heist, we have got Bludgeon Ball, all under $50. All high quality reads for very low prices. Make sure to go check that out. SQJ Pure on YouTube, SQJ Pure on TikTok. Please go check out all of that wonderful stuff of Rob Sibeko, who is one half of the African Frame podcast. So I'm not sure where this is going to be airing. They'll decide. But if you're watching it on African Frame, make sure you don't go anywhere. Hit the subscribe, hit the notifications so you can find the African Frame podcast where they break down movies, where they do movie trivia and movie commentary. It's a lot of fun. I'm on there sometimes. I'm going to be on there again for one of my movie picks, so I'm excited for that because I haven't rewatched that movie in years, and I'm about to rewatch it again, so that's going to be a lot of fun. And then please make sure to check out Mzansi Nerds, where you will find the Mzansi Nerds Plus podcast, where you talk anime, where we talk cartoons, and all that wonderful, wonderful stuff. Right now, we are currently covering Attack on Titan, so all of you Attack on Titan fans, if you're looking for our commentary on Attack on Titan, make sure you are there. I don't know, Rob. I think you'd want to join for one of those episodes because I remember you being an Attack on Titan fan.
Yeah, Team Flock, absolutely, sure.
Oh God, you're a plagiarist. Okay, we'll have to talk about that. But anyway, yeah, make sure to go check out the Mzansi Nerds channel. You'll find the Mzansi Nerds Plus podcast there as well. You will also find our lead up to Avengers Doomsday for those who are excited about that movie, because I am not one of those people. So make sure to go check out all of that wonderful stuff over there. You'll get top 5 lists and listicles, and also there's Off the Cliff, which is one of our new premiere shows with Cliff, and he's great at covering content, and he's also a lawyer. He just became a lawyer, like bar for bar, literally. Yeah. Then we've also got the series in Tonton, where we cover series in general. So anything that you're looking for series-wise, you will find there. That's a YouTube channel there. Then you've got Retro Mzansi Global. If you're a South African that grew up with global stuff, you'll find some stuff there for you. Then we've got Retro Mzansi, where it's local and retro. Dude, how many channels are there? I'm forgetting. Cinema Soda. Holy smokes.
Probably around, I think around 11 or 12 or something. So
Jeez, I'm like Buster Rhymes in Look at Me Now. All right. Then we've got the last one that I will mention is Cinema Soda. Cinema Soda is where we look at trailers for the month. We break down the trailers, see how we're feeling about those trailers and what the movies might get at the box office. Then after that, we play Box Office Clash, where we look at our guesses and we compare them to the actual box office and we see how close we are. That is everything, Mr. Extraordinary, that I can remember right now. There's still more. But for me, I am Buckmeister Cool from Meister Geek Media and Buckmeister Cool Reaction, Meister Man Music. Those are my 3 YouTube channels. Recast T'Challa campaign across all my social medias. Please, for the love of God, please help me. Help me. Help me. Nigga. So please help me with the Recast T'Challa campaign. Black Panther versus Kang on Tapas. There's 6 issues. It's a mini series. Then I've also got Festival Kebulon. 3 issues are out and a 1-shot is loading. Then I've got 1 issue of Neon Wave on Webtoons as well. That's all out there. You can go read that for free. All right, and that's everything from my side. Let's get into Super Mario Brothers.
Woohoo! Cool.
All right, so I'm not sure what the protocol is, so I will hand over.
Yeah, there's no real protocol. I guess I'll just it's kind of like a loose breakdown, really. I mean,
okay.
it's
yeah.
general.
So you guys want me to give you guys the breakdown on like the normal stuff that I do. All right. So the movie came out in 2023, right? It stars Chris Pratt, Anya Taylor-Joy, Charlie Day, Jack Black, Keegan-Michael Key, Seth Rogen, and Fred Armisen. So, hey guys, I was actually surprised when I discovered this. It had a budget of 100 million and made 1.361 billion at the box office.
Holy shit, it crushed.
From 100 million, bro. And it has a running time of 92 minutes. there was a bit of
I know
backlash with
Marvel is pissed wherever they are. Woof.
yeah, there was
What
also
was
a
the
bit of
backlash?
backlash with Chris Pratt voicing Mario because I guess a lot of people expected a "it's a me, a Mario" type of voice, and they got Chris Pratt. They were like, "How's that gonna happen?" But anyway, the movie was so successful that it got a sequel in 2026 this year, as of recording. Uh, Basically has the cast from the first movie. But just wanted to say the budget this time was 110 million of the sequel, and the box office was 943 million. So not exactly the same as the first one, but it still did very well. It's
Yeah.
also done by Illumination. Illumination has done movies such as Despicable Me movies, Minions, Secret Life
Oh, they
of
about to
Pets.
milk the hell out of Super Mario Bros.
Yeah, definitely. I know they also did what's this movie that what's this what else has Illumination done? Just give me a second, I'll
Minions is
let
the
you know.
big one.
Just
Despicable Me.
yeah,
I think
but
yeah,
they did Sing 2.
oh, there we go. Yeah. I forgot that was
Yeah,
Illumination. I remember
yeah,
seeing Sing 1 and I was not impressed, so I skipped out on the second one.
I actually love
yeah.
Sing One.
I love Sing 1 as well. I think with Matthew McConaughey as a koala. Come on.
Maybe I'll have to give it a
It's fucking
rewatch. Maybe I was just
amazing.
also tired of talking animals. I don't know.
Reese Witherspoon as a pig and Scarlett Johansson as a I don't know what she was. I don't remember what she was. Yeah. Anyway, oh, as a hedgehog, I think. But
Yes.
anyway, yeah, that's as far as I can go with that movie. So we can get into it.
Cool, man.
Okay.
Well,
So
the
if we
first
just
thing
go
to
in
notice.
general,
Sorry?
okay, go ahead.
No,
No, I'm
no, what you
saying
gonna
so
say?
we're going. Oh no, I was gonna talk about the opening of this film.
Oh yeah, no, I was gonna,
Um,
yeah, okay, yeah.
but
Go
you
for
go
it.
ahead. I think you've got a better grasp on openings than I do.
No. I think mine is very small notes. I just want to say, this movie is like Kutso said, it's only 92 minutes. You know, just a little bit longer than A Little Mermaid. Actually, I'm actually surprised at how tight they kept the clock on this one. Though I will
Are you
be
talking
just,
about the original animated version, or are you
of
referring to
course,
the
not the
live action?
nonsense, not the nonsense one. No, no one. I'm pretending that one doesn't exist. I'm talking about the
Oof, oof,
Okay.
actual.
oof.
I'm talking about the
Yeah,
actual
just
Mermaid.
just for the viewer to know, in case, you know.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
I believe, if I remember correctly, the OG Little Mermaid is about 87 minutes, I believe. I know
I
it's
thought
like
it
a
was yeah.
below the film standard. Huh?
It's 80 to 90. I think it's 90 max
Nah,
credits.
no, I think it's actually below the standard. I remember that sticking out in my head. But anyway, the point is, yeah, so very tight film, but I feel like there's reasons for that that annoy me. But we'll get into that. But personally, I was gonna, if I were to rate just the opening by itself, just the mini opening, dramatic start, a lot of some jokes in there. I had a blast with it. Um,
Yeah. Great opening. Great
yeah.
opening.
What you want to say, Buck? What you want to break it down properly?
Oh no. Well, I don't have to. I mean, we open up on Bowser, and
Mm,
Bowser is doing Bowser things. Shout out to this film. Even
mm-hmm.
though it's a kids' film, I think they gave Bowser enough to be intimidating. At least it's like if I wasn't scared of like if I was 10 years old, I might have been scared of Bowser. And I
Mm,
think a
Mm,
lot of kids' films don't really do that properly, where it's like even as an adult, you can still feel some sort of intimidation. Like if you go back to old Disney movies, Ursula, for example,
Shere
perfect
Khan, bro.
thing.
Shere Khan
Yeah,
from the
Shere
Jungle
Khan.
Book.
I mean, look, Bowser is not on that level, so I don't want anybody to get that misconstrued or whatever. Shere Khan and Ursula, and they were actually terrifying.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
I am saying that as an adult, you can look at Shere Khan and go, oh, okay, that guy is a force of some sort. Whereas with
Yeah.
Bowser, they managed to capture some of that while maintaining the spirit of the Super Mario Brothers games. I mean, I haven't played a lot of them. I played like one or two. I played a Mario Kart and I played Mario World, I think, and all of that stuff. And I
Yeah.
mean, fun fact, according to Nintendo, they're actually all actors. That's why they show up in all of these games together because people thought that Mario and Bowser literally had it out for each other. um,
Or like wrestling.
yeah, yeah. So it's kind of a wrestling thing where like Peach pretends to get kidnapped and then Mario has to go save her. and then it's for the audience, which I don't know why they did that. Nintendo, I feel like that was a very dumb thing to say, Nintendo.
Yeah.
But anyway, long story short, that might even be decanonized at this point of recording.
Of course it is, no question.
Anyway, so yeah, I think that I'm just saying, for a movie of this type, they executed the villain well enough.
Especially for the opening anyway. I like the fact that they used the opening blast the way they did. I thought that was pretty cool. That like massive wave of fire that we'll never see again. I thought that was super cool. But at least we saw
penguins were funny.
Yeah,
that was a nice subversion where they used the snowballs. Exactly. I thought they were gonna do something, and then
yeah. And it's like this giant force, and they're like, "I'm not scared." Oh, okay. What's about to happen? Nothing.
No, and the king continues to say, "There's just a fraction of our power." I'm like, bro, that fraction is not doing anything. So
I was expecting that you guys to like launch like ice, ice boulders or something. Also, that's the other thing. If y'all had the star, I would have just grabbed onto the star.
Exactly. Just out here with the ice, just holding it.
Yeah, like what that star could do.
I would have used the star.
Yeah,
like I would have used it.
But again, I'm like, this is the thing about this movie. When I feel like I can nitpick at the plot, I'm just like, but this movie has to be this way. Like they know that they have to do it like this. They can't really do it any other way. So any other like nitpicking here, like you can, but is it worth it?
Fair. I mean, I'm gonna have complaints later, but for now, the opening is perfect. I think it's funny. It gets the job done. It's right quick. 1, 2, 3, and we're out.
I mean, yeah, a plot hole is a plot hole, but I just think for me, it really depends on how a movie makes me feel. If I'm pissed watching the movie, then I will tear that shit to shreds.
Yeah.
If I'm having a good time, then I'll be like, that's a plot hole, but I'll let it go.
Yeah, and I think, well, I say it later as well, but I think the artwork. I think I made a note somewhere that the art team must have broken their backs carrying this whole movie because, yeah, some of the stuff is gorgeous. Now you'll see it later, definitely as well.
I think everything is gorgeous. I think
when I was watching this,
yeah,
I felt like I think there were moments where I just remembered this is a kid's movie. It shouldn't be that deep, like. Because I also had a bit of some frustrations, but I was like, nah, it's not for me, it's for kids. I understand. This is for kids. I had to remind myself.
Yes.
But also thinking about movies like Angry Birds, for example.
Yeah.
I think Angry Birds is better than this. Story-wise.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that. Actually, that's a good point. I actually agree with you. Yeah. No. Keep going. Okay. I agree with you actually.
Wait,
yeah, so for 1.
Oh, fuck, there's a 2.
Looking at some of the 3D animated movies that we have watched over the years, I think there are a lot that actually are better than this movie. Including some that are actually quite what's this word that I'm looking for? Underrated. I think they do a better job. I'll give an example. Elemental. Is it Elemental?
Is that Disney one that flopped?
The Disney one that flopped.
I haven't watched that one.
I was immersed in that story more than I was with Mario. Okay. Perhaps it's because I expected. I think there's a certain level of competence that I expected from Mario as a character, but it makes sense because this is like the first movie, so he wouldn't be perfect. But yeah. It was like kind of like I don't know. Have you guys watched the Batman?
Which one? Which Batman?
The last Batman movie that came out. The Batman.
Reeves.
Yeah.
Matt Reeves Batman, or are we talking about cartoon Batman? Okay, Matt Reeves Batman.
We're talking about Matt Reeves.
Yeah, then definitely.
There was a point where I was watching that movie. I'm like, he's horrible as a detective because he's 10 times behind the Riddler. Like, bro, he caught L's the entire time because the Riddler was way more advanced than him.
Oh yeah.
In terms of like,
I kind of really didn't. I mean, not to go on a huge tangent. I kind of didn't like that simply because of the setup that they have for him as Batman. Like I'll say one thing about the Dark Knight, right? is that they'll make Batman competent, and then he'll fail and need help, and then he'll be competent again, type thing. So you get this setup that he's competent the entire time until whoops, he slips, and then Joker outmaneuvered him, and Gordon has to come in and save the day. But even then, when somebody tries to take his mask, they get tasered. So you're just like, oh, okay, Batman did prepare for it if he was KO'd and somebody did try to take his mask, type of thing. But what I will say is here, right? What I will say is here, the thing is they're trying to balance making a plot, but also making a movie filled with fan service.
Whoa, I'm gonna get into that. Yeah, that's fan service is a word for it. Definitely.
I don't know. I wasn't completely irritated by it, but I did think if I put on my super critical brain and I try to analyze story, it's like, yeah, there is times where you're sacrificing plot for the fan service, but then I'm just like, I think it's because again, they're doing the kids movie and they're doing it for the like OG Mario fans.
I guess, yeah, but I mean, there are other shows that have done the same thing and still explain themselves. But no, I hear you. All right, well,
like, you got an example?
Well, obviously, The Little Mermaid goes without saying. Like actual Disney products explain themselves way better than this. Illumination, like Despicable Me 1 probably explains itself better than this in my opinion. But that doesn't.
Yeah, but I think the thing is though that they benefit from being original stories. This is trying to reference games.
Okay, so you're like a reference heavy product.
Yes, it's a reference heavy product. As a person who's played very little of Mario, I can tell you now they're like referencing at least 3-4 games and like specific stages of those games in this movie.
Yeah, and did you understand all of them or any of them? Because I know I got lost.
I understood all of them, but it's just because I've interacted with Mario before. If you've never like touched Mario and you're trying to get into this for a story, they're gonna lose you.
Yeah, I think I saw 2. The original, obviously, and the card.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah. You haven't played Galaxy, you haven't played Mario Brothers World.
They had references to Mario World in this thing as well.
Mario RPG.
And also they also referenced Luigi's Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
Like directly and all of that stuff. So they're throwing 100 references at the screen type of thing.
Yes.
Like this is that thing where like if you don't like this in Marvel movies where they're referencing 100 other movies or whatever, this is kind of doing that with no pre-established canon or universe. So it's kind of like if you are not familiar with Mario, I can understand how this thing would frustrate and lose you.
Fair enough.
But yeah, let's keep it going.
Before we go any further, let's so yeah, like that was the dramatic opening, and then once that's done, we get the actual main character opening. With Mario, with a nice little fake Mario commercial. You see them on a chair, like waving their arms like they're flying. It's super cheap, but it's super funny. It's fun. And then we get the giant guy that's like quite literally 3 times his size, and you're like, Jesus. The plumber that they quit their jobs from, and then you get to see their family. And then there's a little mini sequence you get where you see them running across a which I love.
I'm not Italian though. I just want to say this. I'm not Italian, obvious. I mean, you know.
Yeah. I would never have guessed until you said it right now, yes.
Yeah, we had no idea, brother.
Yeah, dude,
thanks for clearing that up.
You were screaming
it's me, Buckmeister. Let's go.
The tooth comes out, yeah?
Yeah, but Chris Pratt, right? I don't know if he was trying to do this. First off and foremost, I don't think he was an annoying voice.
Yeah.
I don't know if he did the voice for the Mario commercial. Because I will say this. Throughout the movie, it's like he tries to inject some of that into his voice. When he starts at the beginning, he starts kind of flatlining and then he starts changing his performance as the movie goes on. So I'm wondering why the voice director didn't just have him do what because he sounds better later in the movie to me than he does in the beginning. I think a lot of people.
Yeah. No, you're saying a lot of people?
I'm saying a lot of people, like, one of the backlashes is that when that first clip dropped or when that first trailer dropped, it was a lot of the stuff in the beginning. and he sounds kind of flat-footed in the beginning, and then he picks up the pace towards the end.
I think he just sounds like an American. No, I agree. I mean, he doesn't sound like Sopranos. Gobbledygook. You know what I mean? He doesn't sound
But I'm
like
like,
that.
I feel like they should have thrown, if he had it in his range, or they should have cast somebody who had that in their range. Personally, because again, I don't think you need It's a Me Mario the entire time. But you
no,
can
I think
put
that
an
would have been
accent
terrible.
in.
I think they did that because it sounds like a hate crime. Number one, like if they did Africa voice, do you know what I mean? Like if
No, I understand, but I'm just saying.
But I want to
the guys
say,
in Tony Soprano. I'm saying the guys when you're watching The Sopranos or when you're watching The Godfather or whatever, they don't sound like stereotypes. They just sound like
no,
people
but
with an accent.
they just sound like people from Brooklyn or whatever.
yes.
But I just wanted to say that I think what might have happened is that the times where you're realizing the voice changing was probably a post-production thing. Was not a pre-production thing. So I think pre-production, trailer comes out, backlash, too much to re-record. Let's sort of like wherever we are, let's re-record what we can. And I think that's what happened there.
Potentially.
It was gonna be way expensive to get Chris Pratt to re-record all his lines.
True.
with the deadline that they probably had.
Oh no, 100%. But I also think some of it is on purpose. Like, for example, the commercial itself, I think that's on. They were trying to do a voice. I think that was like plot relevant on purpose type stuff. If you understand what I'm saying.
No, I understand, but I'm just saying I think he becomes more Italian towards the end of the movie, and I'm just like, I feel like you should have been doing this in the beginning.
Yeah,
but anyway,
but also
I feel like I'm saying he did a serviceable job. Like I think a lot of the backlash was, I mean, some of it was warranted, especially for the beginning parts. But I think overall, it was a
overblown.
But it was overblown. Yeah, but I feel like he was, for what they're going for in this particular adaptation of Mario. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, okay.
I don't know if Mario and Luigi in the games are from Brooklyn, but I think that in itself, I could be wrong. I think that in itself is probably
I
in
think
the
it's a reference. I think it's a reference to the '90s movie.
I think they're from racism land. That's what I think. I don't actually think they're from a real place. It was made by a Japanese person.
Yes, it was created by a Japanese guy. Yeah, I just wanted to say that I think the reason they did that, they were trying to find a reason why they sound the way they do in the movie instead of actually sounding like a stereotypical Italian person.
Italians from
exactly.
Brooklyn, yeah.
But I do think, yeah.
So I also wanted to say, is that whole Motoko Kusanagi thing in Ghost in the Shell with Scarlett Johansson, where you need to explain why this person is race swapped.
No, but Ghost in the Shell was like,
I know it was horrible, but I'm just saying,
you guys could have just whitewashed.
They're trying to force they're trying to force it, and sometimes it doesn't work.
I think it was
like, I'm saying Ghost in the Shell, the problem was that when you get to the reveal and you find out that they put an Asian brain in a white woman, you're like, ha.
Hey, it's whiteface. It's not bad.
I was like, it's white body.
Yeah, they were justifying whiteface, basically.
That's what they were doing. Yeah.
No, whiteface, it would be nice. Whiteface is just painting they white bodied a woman. Like the Asian brain in a white woman's body.
Hey, we let it happen with Chris Rock. Didn't that happen with Chris Rock where he was playing a white person? Remember, what movie was it again? Do you remember which one where like Chris Rock was playing like a white person, like a spy or something? I can't remember what it was. And yeah, like in a white person's body. Never mind. Okay. But anyway, back to the movie. Back to the movie, yeah. So we get this little moment, and this moment I'm gonna make a note of it because it pissed me off. So they get a phone call. They finally got their first job after Mr. Big Guy is like, exposition. Mario has dreams. I'm getting very strong Age of Tomorrow vibes. Was it Age of Tomorrow? What is Chris Pratt's movie again? Was it Age of Tomorrow? Or was it
no, are you talking about the one he
did was Passengers?
With, Mystique?
No, Passengers. Tomorrow Wars. No.
Tomorrow Wars.
Something like that, right? Not Passengers. Yeah. The one where the future. Anyway.
Is it on Netflix or something? I think.
It was on Netflix.
Oh, you're talking about the one we did on Cinema Soda.
Yeah, the one with not the oh my gosh, I can't believe Chris Pratt. It's a sci-fi one where where they fight these white spikes and these aliens. He has to go to the future.
It's kind of like a riff on. It's kind of like a riff on the Tom Cruise, not the Live Die Repeat.
You're not talking about Mercy, no?
No, not Mercy.
No. Mercy is the AI. Mercy.
That's
is AI.
Edge of Tomorrow.
No,
AI is the Mercy one. Edge of Tomorrow is Tom Cruise. And then, okay, never mind.
I think it's called Tomorrow Wars. I think it's called Tomorrow Wars.
I think it's called Tomorrow Wars as well. Okay, but anyway, that one, Chris Pratt is ironically a hopeful character as well. But anyway, so I just thought that was a funny similarity anyway. So Mario, they do this whole thing, and then there's this interesting shot that they do where the camera turns and they go full like 2D mode. And if you've ever been on a if you've ever played a Nintendo Switch, then you see what they're doing here. This is like
I mean it's a straight reference to Mario platforming because
exactly.
Platformer is it. Also, I was just like, Mario, why were you scared of that guy? You're practically a ninja.
Funny enough, I guess not. It turns on and off apparently his ninja powers.
Yeah, I was just like, you should have Black Widowed that guy. Like, when Black Widow wraps the legs around your head, it's over. Well, unless you're the Winter Soldier, because that's the only time it didn't work.
Yeah, because Winter Soldier only had feelings for Cap. That's why it didn't work.
What the hell?
Everyone else, it works.
Every assassin's like, oh my God, Scarlett Johansson, Coochie.
Giving me Kate Beckinsale flashbacks when she did it to Colin Farrell. But yes, anyway, the point is, this to me feels like a Chekhov's gun. Like, in logical writing, this is Chekhov's gun, because we see this thing where he goes thing and we see these ninja skills, and then we see them again in the bathroom scene with the dog, because he manages to he manages to beat the dog. And then later on, we unsee them, but we'll get there. We unsee them, and
First and foremost, though, I'm just like, that couple, ne?
Yeah.
If that's me, I'd be like, I fixed your toilet. You didn't watch your dog. I want my money.
Yeah. And also, clearly, this is not South Africa. Can you imagine the dog, anyone not knowing where the dog is in South Africa? Hell no. Plumbers will be like,
can you imagine a dog running? Can you imagine a dog running up on a hungry plumber that has just started a business and is just trying to get this job off the ground? And he lives in South Africa in the current economy. They will beat the out that dog.
Dude,
all you will hear is boop, boop, tick, boop, boop, tick.
Nah, dude, I've got two poor bulls, right?
No, you think Jawu and Temba we're gonna try their best to save that dog when they pushed it out of the window? Fuck no. It's gone.
They wouldn't have let that situation happen. Do you know how many times I've had like someone comes to the house and because I've got two boer bulls, someone has to hold them the whole time. It doesn't even matter if they're nearby. You have to wait till they leave before you can let them go again. So like that is clearly an American thing. Don't worry, he's friendly. He won't bite.
Did you hear what
Rob
said? Yet he wants us to come to his place.
Yeah.
But he's saying what he's saying now. What the hell?
They're friendly, but people get scared no matter what because they look like big scary dogs. So they look like
they're boer bulls. Of course they're big scary dogs. But I'm telling you right now, Rob, a dude who's hungry and is just quit his job. Poverty is way scarier than any dog. When he's got a wrench, I will destroy your dog for this money.
Oh my gosh. Okay, fine. Fine.
Out of here.
Yeah, so anyway, we see Mario's skills, his kung fu skills. They save the dog. They destroy the thing. So their first job is a failure. They go home with the smell of failure all over them.
Oh, but I think didn't they stop the issue?
Yeah, but no, they destroyed the house. I mean, the toilet's broken.
But they stopped the issue, and then the dog wild.
Yes.
They stopped the thing, and then the dog wild, and then after that, the toilet was destroyed, the sink was destroyed.
Yes,
like there was
the tiles were busted. Yeah.
The only thing I would have said is Like I'm saying, if I you could take that to a law court and just be like, they still gotta pay me because I did my job and then your dog went insane.
Exactly. No, definitely, but you just know they're not going to. But yeah, so they go home to their family and they spend just enough time for us to know that the dad is disappointed in them. You get to meet the family for like 1 second and it's like, are you proud of me, Dad? No.
No, but that's like a lot of people, man. Like I didn't even know who's who. I was like, okay, so that's the mom, that's the dad.
Yeah.
Who's this guy? Who's that guy?
Yeah, exactly.
Who's that guy?
Uncle Jimmy or something like that. Who knows, dude?
Yeah.
Just the cause of
No, that table could have just been Luigi, Mario, and the parents.
It really could have been. But they were clearly going for the Italian stereotype of big families having big suppers because that's like a
But
law.
my thing is, are those characters even in the game? If not, who the fuck are they?
They're not in the game, dude.
No, they're not. They're not.
Who are these people?
So who the hell are they, bro?
I don't even think Mario had parents canonically.
Well, I mean,
Mario,
biologically.
Let me know. Yeah, I'm saying biologically, of course, but I'm saying we've never seen them and we didn't know what they sound like or look like.
Oh no, not at all.
You will have to let us know, unless there's some Mario cartoon that came from the 80s that had the dad, and that's the reference. I don't know.
Nah, I just think
because that opening rap when they're doing the Super Mario Brothers were coming to your house and we can do everything, and they were playing music or whatever.
Yes.
It's a reference to one of the openings from the Super Mario cartoon in the 80s or something.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. That's cool. Because I know there's a bunch of references I missed with this one. I knew that from the start. But anyway, so yeah, after they get the 1 minute disappointment session, and it turns out Mario doesn't like Mario mushrooms. Good one.
Yeah, which I don't know if that's a thing. I think that's supposed to be an ironic joke.
No, that's not.
It's not a thing.
It's kind of like back in the 90s where. It's kind of like back in the 90s where every Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles knockoff, those knockoffs didn't like pizza.
Yep.
It's like, we're just making it clear.
Yeah. Yeah, with Velma, where Shaggy doesn't like drugs.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Hedgehogs, we don't eat pizza.
That means we're special. But anyway, so that ends up so that's an important point to remember, guys. And then after that happens, they're like, hey, the city is being destroyed. And apparently they think they're allowed to fix plumbing in the city.
Who gave you guys jurisdiction? Like, don't you think that City Hall has like its own dedicated
this is us being adults. This
is us being adults. Doesn't have trained plumbers with more experience than y'all niggas.
They'll go to jail after you fix it. They'll thank you and you'll go to jail. But no, Buck is right. We're adults. That's why we know this.
This is us being adults. Oh my god.
Y'all niggas have mustaches. You're going to adult jail. You're not kids. You should have known better, you idiots. So, So you telling me that everybody that's dead, nobody thought of doing what Mario did? Nobody thought to look there. Nobody?
Nobody.
They needed a way to get them into the sewers so that they can get sucked up into the magical pipes.
Exactly. So they go into the magical pipes.
I mean, if I was trying to make this cleaner, I think what I would have done is in the opening, it wouldn't have been their first job. I would have had them have like a spotty record. So they would have had like a success, and then a failure, and then a success.
Yeah,
so then somebody would just have been like, okay, you guys can do this thing. You're kind of having a spotty record. We're bringing in a bunch of plumbers to try and solve this citywide issue. Because it's everywhere. Because remember, there's a bunch of mains and a bunch of pipes, and pipes are bursting everywhere. So it's not just one fix up the pipe and then all the water stops.
Yes.
So they give them a section in Brooklyn and they try to fix this thing, and then magical pipe happens. That's how I would
would have gone a lot smoother, in my opinion. It would have
just make them the government workers.
It would have given us a reason.
No, I mean,
it would have been a citywide disaster, first of all.
Yeah.
It would have been a citywide disaster. So the mayor or whoever would have called them and said, listen, we have a crisis and we are short-staffed. We need help. We saw what you guys are able to do. which shall compensate you for whatever work that you have done.
Yeah.
And then that everything else follows. I think that
But
would have
then
been way better.
that would have been a lot better. But then the Chekhov's gun technique, you would have had to explain that, which you could have explained that by saying, by having them, because remember, it all comes back to Earth anyway. So it could have come back later or something. Nope, not at all.
Yeah, true. But I'm just saying, I think having them in the beginning and they're starting out, I think like when dude was doing exposition, he could have just said, just because you had two successful jobs or something, like just say they have some form of a reputation that would get them like headhunted by the government for contractors who they can pay on the cheap. So it's like a government official trying to exploit Mario and Luigi and whatever. So that
Right.
way you could have had them in the sewers and then magical pipe and don't.
Yeah. But yeah,
anyway.
anyway, so they go into the pipes, and then the scared one, ironically, is the one that decides to go look into the dark hole. And yeah, he's gone. And then Mario goes to go look after him, and then next thing he knows, he's gone too. And they're like, we're gonna beef together forever, and they immediately get split up. And that's the first 15 minutes. Bam.
Yeah.
1/4 of the one chunk of the movie gone. It moved very fast.
I really don't know where this trope comes from, by the way. I know that it's very common on if you watch the first 4 seasons of Digimon, you'd know that this is common. You meet the main characters.
90s, chief.
You meet the main characters, and as soon as you meet them, they split up. Game of Thrones also does it with the Starks, where the two main characters split up. I mean, you and I watched Umbrella Academy, Rob, and you've seen in almost every season
I
the main
hated
characters have to
Umbrella
split.
Academy.
Yeah,
They have to split up, and it's like I've noticed it's a trick. The best way to do world building is to split up the main characters.
Yeah.
It's what's this?
Not
What's the word
necessarily,
that I'm
because
looking
Lord of the
for?
Rings they didn't split up.
They did.
Fellowship.
Well, Aragorn, and they went their own way.
Well,
No, I mean that was,
the
but that was like the
split
Frodo
up.
end
and
of
Sam.
Fellowship. But that was like at the end of
Sorry?
the Fellowship.
Yeah,
Yes.
but I
But it's
mean,
still a split up.
it
But
took
not,
2 movies for them to find each other.
yes.
So,
And even
No,
so I'm
then, it's
saying
like,
that
what I'm saying is that the world building in Fellowship was great, and they were all together.
yeah. I mean, look at The Hobbit as well. Could have been together, no problem. But nope, they just need to split them up.
But I understand. But I understand what you're saying. I mean, manga does it as well with One Piece.
it's a common trope. I don't know why they do that.
And
Yeah.
it's why
No, I think
solo manga loss is so strong for some reason. Because they'd rather have a bunch of solos than one group of people together having different opinions. It's very weird. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's the thing that you said, where it's just like we need a quick way to do world building. So this guy's in this scenario, this guy's in this scenario, and then they'll meet somewhere in the middle. It's why One Piece does that all the time, because it's the only way that they can like logistically explore the island.
But for me, it makes it difficult. It makes it difficult for me to believe your teamwork or your dynamic or whatever, because you guys, for the most part, are split up. How do I know? Can I see your group dynamics if you're all separated? Or friends or family or whatever. Yeah. So that's the issue that
there's kind of a way around it with some fancier footwork, but yeah, when I think they split these guys up too early, because like the whole setup is supposed to be they love each other as brothers, but they're like goofy together. So when they split up and then they have to figure out what's going on, and then they come back together and all of that stuff. And I just think because that opening was so short, and because they didn't do that setup that we were discussing right now with the plumbing and the thing and all of that stuff, it does feel like, Luigi and Mario, I would just say they split up too early. Long story short.
That's fine. That's a fair point.
Yeah, and you can have them split up in a sequel, not in the first one.
You know what I mean?
Give us like a White Chicks in the first one, where it's most of you guys are together the entire time, and we're seeing the dynamic between the two of you. And then in the sequel, you split up, but we already know how you guys are together.
No, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. But anyway.
But yeah. So, yeah, as I was saying, I wouldn't call it clever. then some weird stuff happens where like it's like, why is the mushroom taking him anywhere? Who cares? Let's go! That's what the plot decides. Um, this is a story that wants to be very visual, not waste time explaining itself or justifying anything. This movie, of course, as you guys have already established, is just a pure reference machine, and everything's happening so fast as well. Because like before you know it, you meet what's his name? Is it Toad? Whatever his name is.
Yeah,
He
Toad.
says, "Hi, come, let's go meet the queen." And it's like, what are you talking about? You barely know my name. I'm here to help you with your brother. I mean, okay,
Yeah,
thanks.
that's the thing. Like, I think some of these parts feel rushed. There's a lot of things that were cut out from the
Yeah,
draft
Maybe,
that they
yeah,
probably
maybe,
wrote.
yeah, maybe there was a. Because again,
You
I
just
think you
meet
could
a
have.
stranger, and this
I
stranger
think
is
you
willing
could
to
have.
help you. How
I
bored
think you
are
could.
you?
I mean, I don't know. I think you could have made this cleaner if, again, because I like to rewrite everything. Is it a good habit or a bad habit? I don't know. If you wanted to make this cleaner, instead of him landing randomly, he could have landed in like outside the kingdom or whatever, and they
hmm
take him to a prison, and Toad is one of the guards or the prison guards or whatever, and Mario like talks to him the entire time and just begs him for an audience, and then the guy feels sad and says, "Oh, hey, princess, this guy's brother's in the kingdom somewhere or whatever. Do you
yeah,
think we could help him?" Because then Mario gets to explain what type of person he is, and Toad is like totally gullible and wants to get out of the kingdom anyway. So he sees like, oh, this is a chance for me to go on an adventure.
yeah,
If you
100%.
I mean,
wanted to make it cleaner.
either that or sometimes how they do it and it works very well is the main character does something kind of like Ash and Misty. If you guys remember what happened with Ash and Misty, Ash takes Misty's bike, destroys Misty's bike. Misty's pissed off, says, Ash, you need to pay me back for my bike.
Oh
Follows
yeah,
Ash around, and organically they become friends.
yeah,
So you do something like that where Mario does something to Toad that was so bad that Toad wanted revenge, and on his way of following Mario, eventually warms up to him, forgives
yeah,
him, helps him out or
exactly.
whatever.
It turns out
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
Toad
but the
has
only
nothing he
thing is,
wants. Yeah,
yeah. I think the only thing that would be counter to that is that Mario is already stressed about his brother. So I think you'd have to go the route of appealing to these people's sensibilities or whatever the case is.
but what
So
are
I think
Mario's sensibilities in the first place? You know what I
no,
mean?
no,
That's
no,
not,
not Mario's,
that's not
not
even
Nobody
Mario.
Mario's in
knows.
particular. I'm
Yeah,
talking
but
about Toad.
yeah, but Mario doesn't. My point is that they all don't have like a personality in a way. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
okay. Is that what
So
you're
like,
saying?
yeah. But no, anyway, yeah, but you get my point. You get my point. Yeah. So anyway, yeah,
Yeah.
we get a bunch of references. We see the Luigi part again, visually stunning. I think the Luigi part is actually gorgeous. Like these art people, dude. But yeah,
I actually wish we got more of Luigi in this.
yeah,
I think that would have worked very well because for me, I feel like his storyline would have been about bravery,
yes, which he
and then
doesn't
with
fix.
Mario, yeah, with Mario, I think it would have been more about resilience,
Yeah, or needing, or like,
it is about resilience anyway. But
yeah,
for
it
me,
should have
I,
been
I
about.
think it
Yeah,
mhm.
no, say it. You
with
you
with
think?
Luigi. With Luigi, I think if they touched more about him not relying too much on Mario,
Yes,
and being brave, I think
yes.
that climax would have hit
So
differently.
much better. Yeah, 100%. I'm
Yeah.
with you on that one. And then you have Mario doing his own thing. I'm probably gonna, I wanted to say it later, but in my opinion, Princess Peach might actually be the worst part about this show. Which is so funny because she's a cool character. I love Princess Peach. I think she's great, but she might actually end up being a hindrance. But we'll get to that. I'll explain that later. Actually, no, I think I'm gonna explain
Hmm.
it now. Okay, so yeah, Mario gets to the
Interesting.
castle.
Okay.
Sorry?
No, I'm waiting for you to
Okay,
explain
so yeah,
because I'm
I'm gonna
interested.
explain what I mean. So Mario gets to the castle, gorgeous. We see the different things. There's a great joke where Toad says Mario's brother's in deadly danger. Mario's like, nigga, what? Like, oh, I'm just saying that through. Oh, that was actually I laughed at that one. That one actually made me laugh. I won't even lie. Then the stupid part where it's like, I'm gonna distract them by cooking them a meal in 5 seconds. Alright, fine. Not like there's any guards inside. Oh, there are guards inside. And then Princess Peach shows they show Princess Peach being like, Bowser's coming, guys. We're in trouble. And then they're like, something needs to be done. And she's like, I'm gonna do it. And they're like, we'll see you, nigga. And it's like, already. So the princess is gonna go by herself. Whatever. And then Princess.
No, that was look. Like again, I like this movie.
Yeah,
I didn't have a bad time watching this movie.
Yeah.
But when I came to that moment, I was like, the whole kingdom is in danger. Like, what happened to all those guards that were jumping on Mario? None of them want to go. Y'all were quick to jump one man who's like the same size as you guys, but like there's no military.
Also, why is it that the princess only wants to go when Mario pops up? Shouldn't it have been better if Mario gets there, discovers that princess is already gone, goes out, then discovers that the princess, maybe she just did that whole test run thing, and then he tries to follow her. It fails every time. The princess waits for him until he gets it right or something.
It would have been better. How?
Yeah.
Anyway, the logistics don't make sense. But anyway, Princess Peach and Mario meet up, to which Princess Peach kung fu's the fuck out of Mario. And I'm like, okay, this is cool. This is badass Princess Peach. Perfectly fine. And then she's like, oh my god, another human. And it's like, oh no, my brother's in trouble. Anyway, I'm gonna go save the world. Come with me. It's like, what do you mean, come with me? And like, she's like, oh, okay, cool. Let me train you first to make sure you qualify. Am I missing something? Are there steps being missed here? But anyway, that happens again. I don't hate this movie, guys. It's visually stunning, but these are just silly things that drive me crazy.
Like I said, this is for kids. You're not supposed to think hard.
Nah, dude. Like,
I mean, look, again,
The Lion King, Jungle Book.
I know.
Despicable Me.
I know.
Okay, yeah.
I know.
You're allowed to.
That's why we use those villains as an example. There was depth to this thing.
I'm saying if you wanted to, that's why I'm saying like having him as a prisoner in the Toad or the Mushroom Kingdom, and then they're having this big discussion, and then like basically, if you wanted to reference, like you could do a Suicide Squad thing, where it's just like a bunch of this is making this movie way deeper than it should be, but here we go. I'm just saying, there's a bunch of toads that want to oust Princess Peach, so they're just like using Bowser as an excuse. And then she's just like, "Is nobody going to go with me?" And then she like takes 2 guards, and then they're like, "We have a prisoner in the brig." And then they volunteer Mario, and then they hope that Mario.
Yeah, that would be hilarious. That's the kind of thing that's happened before. That would work. That's actually genuinely funny. I could see that being
and then like these guys are snitching to Bowser, so that's how Bowser knows everything. Because I think one problem I have with this movie is Bowser is omnipotent, or he has the best off-screen spies I have ever seen.
I've got that in my notes.
We'll talk about it.
I've got that in my notes somewhere here. I was gonna say it in the second part where it's like, so then Bowser reads the script.
Yeah, but we'll get there.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, so okay, yeah. Now this is the part. Now she's like, well, "You're gonna prove yourself first, nigga. The world's in trouble." But okay, there's time for this. Anyway.
Yeah.
So anyway, she's like, so now this is the part where it pissed me off. Like, you see how you were doing your writing stuff? This is where like I would do my writing part, because I thought the idea was that Mario could move. You know what I mean? Like, this man's got the moves with the dog. With the plumbing thing.
That's why I said he is incompetent, and that's why I used the Batman as an example. This is what threw me off.
Yes.
Because I thought he had natural instincts.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember Tintin.
Of course.
But with Tintin and Sinbad, the 2D Sinbad movie with Brad Pitt, you see situations where Tintin and Sinbad, they just happen to be lucky that they were a second before maybe a boulder was about to hit them, as they were falling from the sky or whatever. Like, they were just lucky. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily that they're like these highly competent guys now, fam. It just so happened that as Tintin was falling, he just landed on some rope, and Jack Sparrow, they do that in the sequel, the first sequel,
Oh yes,
Dead
yes,
Man's Chest,
yes,
where he's falling off a cliff, but because the scene before they wanted to bribe him and he ran away with a stick, then that stick actually helps him not to fall directly to the ground because in
yes,
between that cliff, that stick, there was enough space for the stick to actually sort of like
yes,
balance, and then he didn't die. You get what I
yes,
mean? I think
yes.
stuff like that would have been brilliant writing, bro.
Yeah, it would have been a lot more fun instead of just things happening. So yeah, as I was
Yeah.
saying,
because I think what they're trying to do is like when Mario is at home, he's comfortable. This is supposed to be a new world that's throwing him off. The problem is that Mario adjusts very quickly. So when you come to him struggling in this world, that's when you're confused. Like if Mario was like, slipping and sliding all over those mushrooms or whatever when they were trying to get to the Toad Kingdom, and Toad had to constantly help him, and stuff was constantly scaring Mario, like to the point where he kind of starts operating like Luigi a little bit, where he's like afraid of everything because he's like,
yeah,
I don't understand these giant walking, talking toad things. I'm just a dude from Brooklyn. I think if they did more of that stuff, him fumbling here would make more sense. But he seems to adjust very quickly and then lose his footing again, which is what makes it inconsistent in the writing.
yeah.
I think the reason they did that, the only reason they did that, in my opinion, was to give us the impression that
No, it's
as
about
as
Peach.
well, that, but that's not what I wanted to say. It's like when you're playing a game and you have no idea how this game works as a player, that's what Mario would go through.
Mm.
You would fail a lot of times and you would continue the game until you get it right.
Yeah, but then again,
That's
like what,
basically what I was doing.
yeah, but again, what you would do is you would explain it like what Buck said, or you'd go out of your way to show a weakness beforehand. So yeah, like what I said over here was, yeah, okay, so I said, yeah, turns out Mario can't move. Then if that's the case, if Mario can't move, but Princess Peach can, then what actually makes Mario unique? Because like, Luigi's got his fear, Mario's got his moves, but I guess not. Like, why doesn't he just stay home? Um, they literally say that he, at one point in the storyline, they literally say he's not important. It's like they know Mario wants to go, but they don't explain why he's allowed to go. Do you know what I mean? So it's one thing that
Mm.
Mario wants to go save his brother, but if he's the least useful person there, then why would he be allowed to? Do you know what I mean? Like I
So
think they,
That's
why
why. That's
doesn't he
why.
just let Princess Peach save his brother? You
yes,
know what I mean?
exactly.
That's why I like the Suicide Squad reference, I think, and
Yeah.
the secret Toad cabal that wants to oust Peach would have worked,
Mm,
because then that way they know that Peach has limited resources and she can't say no to,
yeah.
and Mario has motivation to have her back. So she's
Yes.
just like, "I cool. I don't know this, brah, but I know that he's not going to betray me because he has skin in the game." Again,
Yes.
I'm making it like this is a very adult thing in a kids movie. It will work fine anyway. I feel, but yeah, I just know somebody's gonna be like, "It's a kids movie, gents. You are thinking way too hard about this."
No, it's a kids movie. That's when you need to start thinking. You
Yeah, but
don't give your kids
there's
pig
a reason
slop.
Toy Story works. There's a reason,
Yes.
so many other
Moana
great
works. Yes.
3D animated movies work, and this is
Yeah,
not it.
exactly.
Again, I
But
don't think this is a bad movie, but like,
of
yeah,
course, no
there's
one
No, no,
said
it's
it's
there's
a
not a
bad
bad
movie.
movie. It's
But we're
not a bad
saying,
movie. I think we're just noticing the inconsistencies in the
yes.
writing. To me, it seems like there were too many cooks in the kitchen.
no. I
Yeah.
think they were focused on serving Mario fans, and I think they were focused on getting as much references as they can. Like references came first, plot came later, and that's why we're getting so many inconsistencies.
But I think
My
that's the
opinion,
issue, in
yeah.
my opinion.
My
When you
thing,
look at a movie like Lightyear, right,
yeah.
from
Mm-hmm.
Pixar, what
Yeah.
Lightyear did was it made sure to not even focus on Buzz Lightyear the toy. They
Yes.
just made a separate movie and made it seem like this is the realistic version of Buzz Lightyear. The toy has nothing to do with the actual thing, even though
Yes.
it's based on this character. So I
Mm,
feel like what they should have done with this movie is don't even try and do anything game related to that extent. Yes, show us bits and pieces of the game. That's fine, but don't focus too much on fan service that it deters the story. And that's what I think happened here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, for example, I
Yeah.
think I spoke to you guys about this before. I still haven't watched the first Mortal Kombat movie, not the 90s one. I'm talking about the latest
Yes.
ones.
Yes.
But having Kano say Kano wins to me makes no sense. The game, sure, when Kano wins, sure.
No, they
But
do that twice.
Kano saying Kano wins, it makes no sense to me. Get
No,
over
I
here,
think
it makes
that's
kind of
fine.
sense.
Because, no,
But
I
Kano
think that's
wins?
fine
No.
because no. Well, the reason why I think that's fine is because Kano's a dickhead. Um, the one that didn't make sense to me is when Kung Lao split the bird in half and then he goes flawless victory, and I'm like, did
Why?
they do that in the Shaolin monk school? Whenever you poke
Exactly.
somebody, you say flawless victory.
Yeah, so those are the things that I find so cringe. Just like stop forcing things like that here. Just leave it. Don't include it.
Yeah.
Let it be in the game, not in
Yeah.
the movie.
For me,
Yeah.
Well,
I
anyway.
just think it's more of a first draft issue. Like it feels like they didn't. If they'd gone over this again, they could have tightened so many of these things we're complaining about. But
Yeah,
yeah,
true.
so yeah,
No, I'm
but
saying
yeah,
true, but go ahead.
yeah. So
Yeah,
they
it could be exact saying this movie is way too serious for a kid's movie. Include this and this and this.
yeah, but I mean, there's so many these things we're talking
But
about aren't that
look,
big.
no, but remember also in this movie they do the juxtaposition anyway, and they also touch on a deep like kind of psychological thing anyway. So I
Yeah,
think these things that we're talking about that they could have added to the movie would have enhanced the movie and it wouldn't have confused the children anyway, in my opinion.
yeah.
But anyway,
So
just
yeah,
go.
what ends up happening is we get a song from Bowser, and then we get a moment where
Oh, that thing was
Princess Peach
everywhere.
talks
Go.
about her feelings. What?
No, that peaches. I remember when this thing dropped, that thing was everywhere.
Yeah, I call it the
Like
Gunner
Jack,
song
like
because
yeah, like Jack Black was in my feed, in my Twitter feed, in my Instagram feed. Peaches. I was like, I haven't even seen this movie, and I know this, and I know the lyrics to this thing. Jesus.
I was just like, this feels inappropriate. I mean, if I see one of the big booty, I'd be like, yeah, peaches myself.
No,
But
no. You
Well,
damn man.
Bowser's whole thing is being a gooner in this film.
yes, but before that, actually, Princess Peach talks to Mario about where she came from, and there's like this weird line where it's like where she says something like, "Well, I could be from anywhere," and it's like that's not what he asked. But it's okay. It's dialogue. It's what again. I mean, I feel like this was a first draft. Again, it's like if you look at the word choices there. But anyway, I actually think the visuals over here is gorgeous. Where you see they set up the flower
Also,
thing.
shout out to Toad being like the biggest wingman I've ever seen. Like he starts playing a flute. I was like, Jesus, you're giving them ambiance.
Yeah, but of
It's
course,
like
yeah.
I could have sworn like there's a deleted scene where Toad is like, she's totally into you, dude. Go.
But it's 2026, so that's never gonna happen. Um, romance is illegal. Um, anyway,
Doof
they
doof.
set up the emotional backdrop of why Peach is there. They set up, Peach basically, so now we understand. And they set up that
Mm.
okay, everything is done. We're on the road. We're moving, and that is the end of the first act. So first act is done in about 30 minutes, so it keeps things fairly tight, and we get pummeled to death with a bunch of references, of course. And then, like I said,
Yeah.
there was the song, and then, yeah, I was gonna say, oh yeah, I actually like the Bowser parts. I think the Bowser parts are probably my favorite parts of this whole movie. Again, the peaches thing is silly, but I like the fact that this man is like all heavy metal, and it's like, but my love, you know what I mean? Like, it's a nice,
It's a nice juxtaposition. It's kind of
yeah.
funny.
You see what they're doing, but I don't hate it. I actually think
Yeah.
especially for a kids thing, they won't
Yeah.
fully get it, but they'll get it. Um,
Yeah, because I mean, it was funny when they at the heavy metal thing, and then like
yeah.
he stops the music to say that my grand plan is to marry Peach and rule the world. And then he's
Yes.
like, if she says no, then destroy everything and rule the world. Like, rule the world is still in the equation, gents. Like, that never left the plans. I'm just hoping I have a baddie as I do it.
Yeah, but the way he said it made everyone uncomfortable. It's like the villains are like, why are we here? I love that. I like that little mini moment. But again, reference after reference after reference as Luigi shows up and Luigi and Bowser meet. And we get some more fun Bowser because Bowser's great and Luigi is great. I feel like more could have been done, of course, but I actually think Luigi's great. It's the guy from Always Sunny,
Oh,
isn't it?
Yeah, it is him.
Charlie Day is brilliant, man. I
Yeah.
think he was the perfect. Like I remember even when I heard the casting news and they were like Charlie Day's playing Luigi, I was like, this actually makes sense. Like because his voice,
Yeah.
is very high. Yeah,
Yes,
it's a
it
high voice and
suits.
he's naturally funny. I mean,
Yeah,
he
he
was in
does
Horrible
terrified
Bosses.
very well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because remember in Horrible Bosses, Jennifer
Yes.
Aniston was sort of like harassing him. He
Exactly.
didn't know how to, yeah, he didn't know how to say no. So yeah, that was, that was
That's
so I
perfect.
think it's brilliant. It's
I mean, if
brilliant,
you
yeah.
ignore the Italian part, you know
Of
what I mean?
course. Of
If you
course.
pretend that part doesn't exist, then but otherwise it's perfect.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. I think again, I don't hate Chris Pratt. I think he's fine. I think his stuff is fine, in my opinion. I'm not a hater on
Yeah,
that.
I just think that you know what it is, ne? Power scaling. And I know people hate to say that. But guys, when you're writing your story, ne, there's two sets of power scaling. There's power scaling where it's who can he beat Goku? Not talking about that. Put that aside.
Yeah.
I'm
Yes.
talking about
Sure.
when you show me something in the beginning, I expect to see it in the middle and I expect to see it at the end, unless there's a reason why I'm not seeing it in the middle and I'm not seeing it in the end.
Yeah.
Perfect example, X-Men 97. I saw Storm solo an entire Sentinel where she was turning sand into glass. And they were like,
Okay.
bring the hurricane or whatever. Welcome to the jungle or whatever Scott said. And then we get to the finale, and the Sentinels are holding her by her arms, and Storm is like, I don't know what to do now. Jean, to do something. And you're just
So you're
like,
waiting for Scott to tell you what to do?
I just saw you solo this thing by yourself. Like, and remember, these are sentinels. They don't move faster than the speed of light, and you can strike with lightning. So just strike, finish. No, Jean has to summon the phoenix for anything to happen. I hear one.
Yeah.
So the same thing here with Mario. There's times where Mario is just like, what happened to you, bro?
Yeah, what
Like,
happened to
why
me
are
from
you
like 10
slipping
minutes
and
ago?
falling?
What happened to
Why are
the
you slipping?
Mario from 10 minutes ago? Can I
Yeah,
get him?
yeah. It's like Mario hits his head and then he has to reboot, and it's like, what's happened?
See, again, second draft, guys. Second draft. But yeah,
Hey,
no.
always. I'm rewriting stories right now because I'm making some of those mistakes.
We
Exactly.
write stories all the time with this podcast, guys.
Yeah.
No, I'm
And
talking about
then,
my own stories. I'm seeing stuff where I'm like, that does not make sense, and the writer is going, and the viewers are going to ask me why, and I won't have an answer for it. I'm taking it out.
yeah. But that's how you learn, bro. That's how you learn because that's how I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, no, I need to change my
Yeah.
own writing because this would be ridiculous. Like that's how I treat it. But actually, interestingly enough, actually, I had one more beef with this whole thing, and that's over here where Bowser and Luigi meet, where he pulls the nose hairs, and you're like, you know what, the back and forth is great, but the idea that they meet, he goes straight to prison. They talk to the people. Turns out the people that got kidnapped didn't die. They're all in there. A little funny reference with the blue star. I thought, which the blue star
I'm
kind
not
of
sure where
reminded
that's
me of,
from.
huh?
I'm not sure where the Blue Star reference
I
is
also don't know
from.
where that's from, dude. But it reminded me a lot of Hitchhiker's Guide, the robot with the whole
Mm.
depressing things. Um,
Okay.
This is what I'm saying, though. It's like, if you could fit this into the movie, I feel like my political plot where there's a bunch of toads who are racist to Peach
yeah, other
because she's
things could
not
have fit
from
in the
around
movie.
here.
No, I hear what you're saying. Yeah, other things could have fit in if you can fit all of this bloat. No, 100%. So to me, do you know what I wrote here? I wrote here, this movie is a slideshow. It's not integrated plots smoothly flowing together, But because we're dealing with kids, you can get away with it. But to me, this
I think a lot has been edited out. I think there's a longer script that has been edited out immensely.
I think that's actually a viable answer, dude. That would make a lot of sense. Because it feels like there's stuff missing. It does feel like
they should have. I think maybe then they should have gone for the 2 hours.
Yeah, go for a director's cut or something.
Yeah, because I mean, if we look at Zootopia is about 2 hours.
Yeah,
even the
they would have gotten away with it. Kids don't get.
Look, yeah, I'll say this though. I think maybe they're on par. Yeah, I'll say maybe Zootopia 2 is on par with this, which is kind of sad.
But I've never watched Zootopia 2, so I'm going to assume that's as bad as it sounds.
It's not terrible.
Incredibles 2 was nothing to ride home about either.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna start yelling. Let's not mention Incredibles 2. Don't make me start yelling.
You know what it is? It's just that this is fine, but you missed the point. That's the problem with Zootopia.
No, fair. But again, I feel like this could have been done. But anyway, we then cut quickly. Like, this reminds me of The Foreigner, the way this happens. Where Peach and Mario have immediately gone to the Kong area. They're there. They walked there. It wasn't that far away.
Also, that's the other thing. I'm like, your kingdom has all of these pipes and things that shoot everybody all over the place. You don't have any vehicles? The princess has to walk on foot.
Yeah.
There's not even a blimp of it.
Yep. It's like, could you guys have at least bought a car from the Kong people? You telling me they wouldn't even sell you one?
Yeah, like I'm saying, but what I'm also trying to say is, like, the Kong kingdom is way more advanced than the Mushroom Kingdom. They're not even trying the Mushroom Kingdom.
I think this script sounds like it should have worked better as a series.
Maybe.
Awesome.
Then they could have explained a lot of what's happening.
Yeah, because I'm just saying, maybe then, like, you've got the power-ups. There's no flying power. Like, you couldn't just Trump a flying power-up and fly to the kingdom of Kong.
Yeah, would it be nice?
I just feel like if you're doing this speed cut, just introduce a reason why.
Yeah, they could have, and they could have integrated, not even like make a separate thing.
Yeah,
just integration, guys. But anyway,
and look, I get it, kids movie again. Not saying that it's bad, and I had a good time watching this film. I'm not even gonna lie, I did have a good time. But these things that we are pointing out, they are valid complaints. It's not.
They could have been better. Yeah.
To dump on the movie.
Yeah, these are things you could have tightened up.
Understand that. I'm saying people need to also understand that when somebody is criticizing something, as long as it is a valid criticism, it is not just hating on the movie for the sake of hating on the movie.
Exactly.
Go to the Rebel Moon review if you want to see me hate the movie.
We're trying to come from a good place. We really are. A frustrated place, but a good place. So yeah. They go to the Kong area, which is all Mario Kart. Well done. References, pop music.
Yeah, they literally do the banana.
Yeah.
Although I had a question in my mind. I'm like, this can't be efficient if people are just throwing bananas and there's just explosions every week. Like, are you guys rebuilding is it Townsville or like Megas XLR? Because Megas XLR,
that's something that that's something that Austin St. John from Power Rangers said. He said he doesn't understand how Angel Grove's he didn't understand the budget from Angel Grove because they destroyed cities every week. But next week the cities are fine. The skyscrapers are fine again. It's like, how the fuck did Angel Grove?
No, but dude, Coop or like Cam. For Zanzi Nerds Plus podcast, we need to review Megas XLR at some stage. Sure. We have to. Sure. But I'm just saying, like, Coop, the city is gone. It is dust.
His room is dust.
And then the next episode, everyone is back, and you're just like, is there a base underground? How do you people keep doing this?
Yeah, how do they fix the garage, bro? Like, you never know. It's just, they've got a new garage every day.
I was like, I love that show.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Never, ever say no to that show. But yeah. where were we? Anyway, I was saying pop music, everything together though. It is, though, again, we're adults, so I'll give them a break on this, but I will say this. It is gorgeous. Like,
Yeah.
to me, there's almost an avatar. And like, this thing is so gorgeous that it makes me think of the OG Avatar. Like, there's an element that they could have done more with this, just with how gorgeous it is and how it's a new world. And we're seeing it all for the first time. And there's like this wow element. And it's like, oh man, you guys could have done more because this is so.
I think it just I think Illumination just wanted to show you what they can actually do.
Yeah,
if
I really think
if
so
they're
too.
not,
I think they just got pissed off that everybody's just like, oh, it's the studio that keeps making Despicable Me 100 times over. They can't do anything else. And somebody was like, oh, we'll show you.
Yeah.
And the writers forgot to catch up.
It was probably
the animation department was like, oh, we can only do Despicable Me, you think?
Yeah. It was already the Planet of the Apes studio, the studio that does Planet of the Apes, probably making jokes, and they're like, oh, okay, I'll show you. And then they put out this flippin' piece of art. That dude, because really, this is something else. But
just side note, writers out there, please stop depending on people to carry the visuals. You got a right to match the visuals.
Yes.
Like, because you have a job too. And your job arguably is more important than the animator's job.
100%.
Yeah, I mean, same goes with the visual also. But with visual, I usually blame unrealistic deadlines. You look at properties like Young Justice and Invincible, where the story is great, but the animation sometimes just throws you off a bit.
Yeah,
so sometimes it's the other way around. The story is good, but the animation is hit and miss, and you're like, ah.
No, but I'm also saying writing-wise, sometimes Invincible is hit and miss, especially in the power scaling department. But anyway, that's another story for another day. I'm just saying, writers, you're like, there's this dumb thing online where people will say the artists make the story, and I'm like, it's a team effort for a reason. As people who do everything by ourselves, I will tell you now, it's a team effort for a reason. There's no way that one person can just manage everything. And just because you're a good artist, it doesn't mean that you're a good storyteller.
Exactly.
I tell you now, there's artists that if you make them sit down and write, they will sweat because they hate it. All they want to do is just draw cool shit.
George Lucas, for example. George Lucas just wanted to be a director. Tried to get 2 people to write Star Wars, and he didn't like what they did, and he forced himself to write A New Hope, even though he hated doing that.
So I'm just saying, writing is as much an artistic thing as drawing itself, and you need to come to play.
Anyway.
100%, 100%.
But so again, so now we said all the voice acting is good. Personally, though, when I heard Seth Rogen, I was like, dog, this is the new Pedro Pascal of voice acting, and he's not good in this. I personally,
he didn't bother me, but it was just like, also because I've been watching Invincible, it's just like I'm kind of getting Seth Rogen oversaturation a little bit. Where I'm like, did you have to get Seth Rogen for Donkey Kong?
Oh, dude, I've been listening to Seth Rogen since what's that movie again? With
Pineapple Express?
No, before. Superbad.
Okay, yes.
Because he did Spiderwing Chronicles, if you remember, he voiced a monster there. Then he was everywhere. Like, Seth Rogen's voice has been in my ear for a very long time.
He's in The Boys twice. And I'm like, please help me ignore you.
It's just Pumbaa, bro.
Yeah? Pumbaa, yes.
He's Pumbaa.
He is.
I forgot,
You said that like a threat.
Look, he's fine as Alan the Alien. I don't mind him as Alan the Alien. But like here, I was just like, I don't think I needed him for Donkey Kong. He didn't bother me. I'm fine either way, but it's just like, I understand if somebody's just like Seth Rogen, and he's doing Seth Rogen again. Okay.
100%. But okay, anyway, just it annoyed me. But anyway, this.
You could have just given me John Goodman. I'd be fine.
Oh, that would be nice, dude. But I did like his dad. Thought the actor there was great. I don't know who it was. Was it Key and Peele? I don't know who that was.
Oh,
Another.
oh, no. Key is Toad.
Ah, I thought so. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, so stuff's kind of happening. They do the big battle, and I'm just like, I don't understand half these references. I don't know what the brew mushroom is. I don't know what the cat. The cat confused the hell out of me. I figure the blue mushroom is probably a Mario Kart reference because I feel like it makes the most sense.
I think it's in all the games. I think it's because there's mushrooms that make you a giant. So you just be a giant walking through the stage and you can crush
Yes,
everything.
that's
And
a
then
normal one. Yes, but then the
yeah.
other ones, I was like, what?
I think no, but they all are direct game references. I forget where the cat is from, but
Mhm.
there's one that you'll see later with the raccoon, but they're all direct game references. I just forgot which one is which. I
All
will
right,
say
well,
this though, at least
yeah.
they like Mario's lack of agility in this scene kind of was throwing me off. But
Mhm.
I will say that at least they had him win in a way that was logical within the rules that they set up for the universe.
Fair.
It wasn't
But
that
for me,
Mario.
this is one of the scenes that actually threw me off, if I'm being honest, where
Okay. Yeah.
Donkey Kong is beating the crap out of this guy for so long. He's not even getting bruised, bro. I'm like, no way. It's like, this is so unrealistic. If this was Dragon Ball, we would have seen Goku with his shirt off
This
by
is us
now.
being adults again.
They
No,
beat
not
the brakes out of
necessarily.
him.
To your
No, not
point though.
necessarily. Not necessarily. Like if when you were playing Street Fighter, for example, or Art of Fighting, when Ken says, "Attack me if you dare, and I'll crush you," you see Ryu is pretty beat up. Like he's messed up. You know what I mean? He's bruised. There's an eye, a blue eye or whatever.
I
Dexter's
don't think
Lab when they
Street
were
Fighter was
fighting, you
trying
saw that
to.
pop girls, Mojo Jojo, even his
Oh
brain
yeah,
is
yeah,
popping up.
yeah.
So
Well, I mean,
I feel like
again, that's us of the '90s. The '90s didn't care about children's trauma.
yeah, I mean, but dude, even Looney Tunes would show you stars or something,
Yeah.
or like on over the character's head or something. But it just felt like Donkey Kong's punches were not as powerful as they're supposed to be because we didn't feel like Mario is struggling to a point where we felt sorry for him. And I think that is what was missing for me when I was seeing Mario get his ass kicked. It's like I didn't feel what I was supposed to feel. I didn't feel for him. Like, dude, this is tough. You're really trying to get to your brother, but it's tough. I'm really no. I just felt like okay,
It's because
let's see what it's gonna be next.
you see, for me, there's a reason for that. For me, it's the wrestling rules thing. Again, like when wrestling, you know how you in wrestling you focus on a body part. Kurt Angle hits you in the head, hits you in the neck because he's warming up. Oh, sorry, no, he hits you in the leg, so he's warming up your leg for the angle lock. Do you know what I mean? So what happens is
Yeah.
you give this. The theory is this is my thing. I like to call it fighting as court case. So you set up a thing, a line where like okay, so Mario's got XYZ, so he's got moves, right?
Yeah.
You see that in the beginning, and then you see something that says, okay, his moves can only go this in this direction, or maybe in this direction. Cool. And
Mm.
then we see Mario's like, you know what? It's fine. I don't need this skill. Then he goes up against Donkey Kong when it matters, and it's like, oh crap, maybe I do need that skill. I was wrong. And then he develops the thing, and then it becomes now you feel for him. Do you know what I mean? Like there's a through line.
Yeah,
This
but have him feel like he can do all of that, but let's still feel the danger of him facing Donkey Kong.
Yeah, but you would
You
feel
know what
that
I mean?
danger. Yes, I understand what you mean.
No, I
A
didn't.
way I'm saying a way that they could have done this. Okay, first off and foremost, I mean, to Kem's point, the movie does indulge in bruising and cutting and all of those things. So we can't even say that they didn't do that. So yeah,
Yeah.
it does knock the fight scene down a little bit. But what I'm trying to say is that had they set up Mario, because they're trying to do that with Mario, but they don't really commit to it. I think had they set it up with Mario that dude and Mario had fist fought at the restaurant when he was talking smack to that guy's brother, and this big dude just whoops the dog shit out of Mario, but Mario has that Chihuahua syndrome where it's just like he doesn't he believes that it's the size of the fight in the dog, not the size of the dog in the fight type thing. So instead of like, so when he's fighting Donkey Kong, you can just see that he's hard-headed. Like if he used his brain, he would automatically start reaching for the boxes. But because he's hard-headed, he keeps trying to fight Donkey Kong straight up, and Donkey Kong keeps, smacking him down or whatever until
that's still that through line thing.
Yeah, but I'm saying until Peach says, does a Mr. Miyagi, or not Mr. Miyagi, wax on, wax off. When somebody screams from the side, sweep the leg or something. And then basically he's like, oh, right, I can't beat this guy straight up. I need to use the power-ups. And then...
Yeah, but let me put it like this, Nigents. I think even the writers themselves made you forget that Mario is doing all of this for Luigi. I'll use two examples. One, the reason Demon Slayer worked so much is because you saw that when Tanjiro was struggling, we knew instantly that this guy is doing it for his sister. We remembered. There was something that would make you remember why he's doing this in the first place. And as he's going through all these hurdles, you're like, bro, I want you to win. End game. Cap, everybody's down, broken shield, uses Thor's hammer. He's down and out. But you know he's doing this because, bro, we lost the last time. We can't lose again, my G. You just have to fight no matter what. That's what I'm talking about. Have situations where you're like, Fanamo, there's no winning here. Like, he deserves that power up. He fights for it, dog. There's weight to it. You know what I mean? I didn't feel that.
But in the middle of the
And
movie.
That's what's missing that's what made the Disney movies work. And it was not on here, on this thing. That's what makes Toy Story work. And that's what's Andy's room. Going back to Andy's room, my G. Woody would do whatever it took, and you would feel every moment of his action. Or they have to go back. So here I just felt like Mario was having fun sometimes, or whoever. So you forget that he's doing this for Luigi.
Okay, I think I understand what you're saying. I understand.
Yeah, maybe I'm not articulating it well, but
I'm in the middle. I think I'm in the middle between the two of you because I get what Kim is saying, 100% in terms of adding that emotional weight, and there was ways to do that. Sure, I just think that in terms of what Rob is saying, and in the fact that it's like he has a particular set of skills, and then you basically give Kong the opposite. Like Kong can't move as well as Mario, but he's a brick wall, and Mario has to work around that using his head. I think it becomes way more interesting.
Yeah, because
the thing
also
is Mario just remembers that he only remembers the boxes after he gets hit in the head like 50 times, and it's just like
exactly.
they didn't like, again, they will show Mario having acumen and then they will take it away, and then they'll show it again and then they'll take it away, and it's just like, you can't keep doing that. It becomes the Superman problem, where I'm just like, I've seen you use your other powers. Why are you just punching Darkseid? Do something else.
Why doesn't he pass out? Why doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, you're being beaten by Donkey Kong so many times. Did you see how huge Donkey Kong was?
Yeah.
They set up that Mario has crazy durability in this thing because he's just going through brick walls and standing up afterwards.
But also, like, they don't set up the power-ups. Like, how was I supposed to know that the cat power-up would do that, number one? Or that he'd even want a cat power-up? You know what I mean? Like, it's like there's just ways it could have been done. Yeah. Cool. But otherwise, Otherwise, anything else before I go more on?
No, let's keep going.
All right, cool.
Let's keep going.
So yeah, he gets the cat power up, figures out this is awesome, and then wins. So Mario wins. And
flawless victory.
Which of course,
not flawless. Very, 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 very punched victory, but anyway.
Exactly. He wins because he has to, because it's the midpoint, and we're going for a midpoint high, so Mario wins, and the plot has to move on. Unfortunately, someone has handed Bowser the script, because Bowser's like, They've not only has Mario won, but he's won with the help of Peach, and they're going this secret passage.
Yeah, it's like, how did you know all of that? Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, if they had the ousting plot with the Toads, like some Toad could have just snitched to Bowser that this is the scenario or whatever, because
Oh, but
basically
also
Bowser's like,
his lieutenant, though, whoever that nigga is, that mage guy, he should have been the one give him all these stuff. There should have been like a crystal ball or
exactly
something, or
Dragon
binoculars or
Ball Z
something.
style. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
like
ironically,
Baba.
yeah, exactly. Like, but instead, what
No, not
happens
yeah,
is,
either Baba or King Kai. Remember, you can just tap King Kai's shoulder and you'll be able to see what's going on
yeah,
in
you're
another
right.
world.
But no,
Exactly. You watch
that's
TV,
way too broken though for the villains.
but
If
they do
Bowser
not
just has a
only.
guy that he can tap on the shoulder.
Yeah, but do you understand how
No, no,
beyond broken
Paco,
this one is? Because now it's not
I'm just
even.
saying, have someone be able to give that person information.
Yeah,
It doesn't
but
have to
now,
be a tap on the shoulder.
yeah, but do you see how broken this one is? It's actually more broken than those ones. Because with this one, it's not even the mage. Some random toad
Yeah,
tells him this. You know what I mean? Like it's anyone can tell
yeah,
him this information. So it's not even like
Yeah.
someone OP.
yeah.
It turns out every turtle knows what's happening.
Again,
Apparently,
that's why I'm sticking to my racist toads versus plot. I think it would have just been funny if there was
yeah.
a dude snitching. He's like, Bowser, take this bitch off our hands.
Oh my gosh! But anyway, yeah. So this is actually funny. This is the part where I
Like,
made.
actually if they wanted to push it, like, again, a funny idea. I'll high myself, but I'm saying if they wanted to push it, it could have been a thing like where Peach, because she's princess, like because
Yeah.
somebody made her a princess or whatever, she's introducing like sweeping changes into the Toad Kingdom, and the Toads are like, this is making everything so inconvenient.
Yeah.
Who made her? Who put her in charge?
I still don't want the game of mushrooms. Da,
Yeah.
da, da,
And she's riding a mushroom into the distance.
Dracarys.
Dracarys.
And then you just call
Mushroom
out
Carys.
Bowser.
Oh my gosh.
But anyway, yeah.
They execute a Toad in the beginning. It's Toad Stark. I'm done.
Okay, you're done.
Yeah, I'm done.
Anyway, moving on. Okay, here you go. Where's my note? Oh, I made a note here because I said the art department must have been hospitalized with broken spines for carrying the weight of this movie, because this is where they hit the rainbow part and you're like, this is gorgeous. They jump off the thing and they hit the rainbow thing and it's like, no one even says anything about it really. It's like not even over talking. No, wait, there is over talking, but not about the beauty of the place. Just like this wow element. And then they land on the road and it's just absolutely gorgeous. Then they do this. Look, I'm an enemy of anti-love in kids' movies. I really am. I'm like, I don't get me wrong, Frozen is great. But this whole thing that they've been doing, oh God, and this one, I hate it so much. Wait, because
Simba and Nala have a sex innuendo scene where we're like, no, these people are supposed to be smashing at this point. I know they're not, but you know they're supposed to be smashing.
Yeah, they're teenagers. That's my excuse. But I know what you mean. Yes. But this whole thing.
What I'm trying to say is, yes, I get what you're saying about Frozen.
Yeah.
But Shrek, we saw that with Shrek. There was no anti-love thing. It happened.
Yeah. Exactly. They fell
so
in
many
love.
movies.
Yeah.
Sebastian singing Kiss the Girl, telling kids to kiss Ariel. Yeah. Like
now
there are a lot of
2026.
cartoon movies.
Yeah, now the 2020. No. Post-COVID, that can't happen anymore. It's bad. But I just because like they're having this conversation about like if Princess Peach, if Mario will be able to mac on Princess Peach.
Like the scene between the scene between Peach and Mario is fine when he's talking about I'll get you a turtle or whatever. Like that was cool. Okay.
Yes,
the
I like
meta commentary from the side, it was
From
just
Donkey
like
Kong.
This feels like this feels like Rogan, like they felt like Rogan has been quiet for too long and he needs to say something. And it's just like, bro, okay. And then Toad comes in and makes it even worse.
Dude,
like, I get you're the wingman, but look, to all wingmen out there, you can ruin your boy's chances by talking too much. I have a story like that. Maybe one day I'll tell it. I don't know. But there's a time where, like, I got this, bro. Like, you set me up. I'm good.
Yes, now you're making me crash. You went from sitting up to making me crash.
Like now you're poking holes in the boat and I'm sinking. Whoa.
Okay, but yes, you get my point. I hate that, but otherwise, the actual, like you said, the flirting part was fantastic. I thought that was some nice dialogue, and I was like, oh, I enjoy this back and forth thing. Okay, we're learning something about both of them, their personalities, and then yeah. But anyway, so then the bad guys show up, and we get the typical low. Peaches runs away. Mario and Donkey Kong fall away. The Kong army, which we were told was going to combine and create the strength to take over,
get
to win.
Pwned very easily. I was like, you guys have no guns on the ship. You can't like fist fight these things at all. Like the Koopas are just picking you guys up like bananas at this point. Like they're going fruit picking or basket picking. I was like,
but it's like they were, drones just picking up stuff from whatever.
Yeah. And I'm like, also, you have dexterity as monkeys. Even if they pick you up, you can't just monkey your way around this thing, get on top of it, and smash the head
like,
or whatever.
Honestly.
What a horror show. Yeah. I couldn't
like,
believe what I was watching.
Bowser wins. There's no army that can take him.
Yeah. And then I'm like, oh, okay.
Also, Bowser, why don't you take the star?
Yes. Why don't you use it? So, and I'm like, oh,
that I keep complaining about is that whole I want him alive moment from the villain. I'm like, nigga, I saw you like kill your own henchman that you pay on a monthly basis for no reason, for just breathing.
That's the other thing. Like when that brat told Bowser about she was seen with the princess, and then it's just like he's like, jam with me. And he crushes that dude's fingers and he says, like, don't take them off. Pain is a good teacher. It's like, you are this ruthless to your own stuff. Which, side note, henchman has to be the worst job in any universe or whatever. You get beat up by the heroes, you get beat up by the villain. You are
just a victim. That's all you're allowed to.
You just have to be like Starscream. Whichever day, when you feel like siding with the Autobots, you're fine. At least they won't beat you up.
Yes.
Like I think that's why he betrays Megatron, not because Megatron is not too mean to him in the cartoon.
No, it's not. He's only mean to the Autobots, not to the Decepticons that much. Not that much.
I've not seen the new one yet. I don't know how that one works.
No, but it's like, but I'm saying it's like those guys who work for Joker, and sometimes they go to Batman like, "Hey, nigga, help us." But anyway, let's keep it going.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So yeah, we get the typical low point. Bowser shows up to the main base where Peach ran away to. Toad is like, I will stay with you instead of running away. And then because of that, Bowser's like, I'm just gonna beat him up. And then it's like, okay, no, I'll marry you. And it's like, wow, thanks, Toad. I'm so glad you were here, bro.
I thought he had something in the back pocket. I thought this thing was a Toad ninja.
Like, he had a white flag.
The thing that's driving me crazy about the Mushroom Kingdom, right?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm like, you're still a kingdom. Is nobody able to box? Are you all like the ice? Are you all like the ice people?
All the gods left. Turns out God and your queen. Not on the job description.
Yeah, because everybody, like, she's like, evacuate the kingdom, and they all just vied. And I'm like, you guys were bang up to beat up Mario in the beginning. Where's that same smoke and energy for an actual invader? And what I'm trying to say is like, Bowser taking over the kingdoms. Mushroom Kingdom was supposed to be one of the first ones, right? I'm just trying to say, make the mushrooms formidable. I don't know why they're this swag. Like, Toad should be a ninja. Anyway.
Yeah. So yeah. They did the two men come together. Oh, sorry, what did I say here? The law and recovery. The way things come together, nothing really links. Again, this should have had a second draft. But anyway, the wedding is happening. The boys are making a plan to escape. They're fighting each other.
They're supposedly supposed to have a heart-to-heart, which they didn't.
They really didn't.
that scene was poorly written because look, Donkey Kong and Mario, as long as you've known them, even in the first Mario game ever, I think Donkey Kong was the villain throwing the barrels. So they're always supposed to have some form of animosity. But this was supposed to be them saying, "My dad thinks I'm a joke. My dad thinks I'm a joke too, and maybe we'll not be jokes together." And they kind of just argue the entire time.
And
I'm
instead
like,
they decided to make jokes. Yeah, it was
and
annoying.
it's just like, and it's just like, if you're gonna have them argue the entire time, stick to that. If you're gonna have them reconcile, stick to that. This middle of the road where you're just like, we'll do some of this and we'll do some, you never satisfy anybody with this. Like, that's another thing. Writers out there, make decisions. If characters are gonna be a certain way, make decisions. Don't go halfway because you'll never satisfy anyone.
Ask my ex. Okay, no, I'm joking. So anyway.
What the hell?
But anyway, so yeah, they get together, they escape. Even the way they escape to the fish. But anyway, they escape the fish, and we cut back to the wedding. The wedding's happening. Turns out there's no servants on Bowser's side because they let Toad pick the flowers, and they're like, "Here's a blue flower." Turns out it's got a massive power up. I'm guessing you had to play insert Mario here to know what that flower meant beforehand. So she's like, you know what? I'm just gonna beat everyone up, and in a way, she does.
But like, this is the thing. I would just be like, "Yo, Toads, why don't you just go to that field that Mario and Peach were in the beginning or something? Grab a bunch of fire flowers, and everybody just start chucking fire at the Koopas.
You know what I mean?
Like, just have a stockpile. I don't know.
Something. But then
like,
it turns out,
I feel like at the Toad Kingdom, that should maybe have been their thing. Like, maybe other kingdoms, like, they have their thing, but these guys are just stocked up on these flowers that on the and the power ups or whatever, since it's like one of their challenges. So then you could just have a Toad army, just have a bunch of power ups and fight the thing army because they're not strong enough on their own. So they always have these power ups in the back pocket type thing. I think that would have set up Peach having a backup plan to stop Bowser much better than
something.
just
That's
here's a secret flower.
Fully, man.
Anyway, Peach waxes Bowser.
Gives the yolk beats by Drake. Freezes everyone basically, and then the freezing doesn't work on the chain it's about to murder Luigi, because Luigi is the princess in the castle this time. For the storyline. Again, I argue
also, like, I had an adult thought in my mind because I kind of hate it when movies do this. I'm just like, when they're that close to the lava, it's KO.
Kids are not gonna
it's a cartoon.
That.
But it's like it's a cartoon movie, so I have to let it go. I mean, I let it go in Kim Possible when they did it there, so I'm like, I can't.
Fair enough. That's fair.
It was just a thing in my head. Like, I hate it, especially in live action movies. But like, cartoons, I can.
Yeah, cartoons are fine.
Like, stop putting the people that close to the lava because already they can't breathe. But it's fine.
Okay, fair. So, yes.
No. I'm not saying that's a criticism of this movie. I had that thought and I was like, I have to take it away.
Yeah, fair enough. No, I understand. So, the bomb gets. I was a bit frustrated by this, but you know what? It's cool visuals, like you said. It's kid stuff. I mean, personally, I think this could have been better, but I do think it's cool visuals. Just have fun. Because I really like poking the bomb in the eye, and I'm like, wait, did anyone know the bomb was gonna break everything? Like the reuse of the tunnel, the pipe, in order to sucking things in. I was fine with that.
I think one of the problems though is that they never set up that the bomb was sentient. I know it's sentient in the games or whatever, but I never got the impression that it was sentient in the beginning. Yeah. So I just feel like that raccoon power up should have just been strong enough to redirect the bomb. I think, or like the bomb should have had personality to it as it was flying off, or one of the bombs anyway, or the bombs in general that look like that. They should have set up before somehow that these bombs are sentient. Like, perfect example, when he's running the gauntlet and he's doing all the flops and everything, I feel like there should have been a time where he like dodges a bomb and a bomb takes it personally and then redirects itself to knock Mario off the platform or whatever. Just to say that these things have sentience in the beginning, so that when we get to this, it doesn't feel like it's they pulled it out of nowhere.
Yes.
Because this did feel random. It felt like, oh, this thing has a brain? Since when? Yeah.
And it turns out if it blows up inside the tunnel, everything gets sucked in. Who knew? I guess
sucked into where though? That was also a problem for me, because I was just like, the bomb then should have gone to the city and blown up the city if that's the logic.
It's because it went straight to the sky. But I'm like, okay, but to be fair, shouldn't it go into the tunnel area that it came from? Why did it go to the sky? Yeah. So we get sucked into that. And I swear there was like rage.
Seems like the tunnel where it lands depends on the writer. It seems like it's just plot armor, because what you guys are saying makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
No,
why didn't it go into the real world?
No, that tunnel functions, however. Because also, I don't even know why it split in the first place. I'm like, why do you have splitting tunnels? Who set these tunnels up anyway?
Yeah. And why did the bomb change it? Why didn't it break the tunnel instead of making it suck in even more? Is there like an energy system I don't know about? But anyway.
Yeah, they did not think about these tunnels. I can tell you that.
They were just like, this will look cool. And it did, to be fair. When that city pops up out of nowhere. I mean, when Bowser's city pops up out of nowhere and then lands on the thing. And and I think I said here, is it me when that happened? Or did more people die then than in Avengers 1? Because I'm pretty sure that killed tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people. When Bowser's fortress lands.
This is Townsville rules, dude. Where kaijus are walking around the street and everybody is just bobbing and weaving. like Mojo Jojo will have a giant machine that's firing automated gunfire, and people will still be going to work at 6 o'clock and just be like, oh, looks like Mojo Jojo's tripping today.
And it's like 6 o'clock in New York, one of the most populated cities in the world, and only the other plumber guy is there? Are we serious? Remember that? Like, only the plumber guy shows up. It's like, Mario, what are you doing here?
No, everybody in that city has building senses. Like, I feel like a building is about to land on us. It's time to go home.
Quietly evacuating. We know what's about to happen.
Yeah. No, I'm saying it's Powerpuff Girl rules, man. Like, the Powerpuff Girls will destroy entire infrastructure, and everybody just be like, "Oh, I guess it's the girls."
They'll fix it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
and be like, "There's no one that not even injured." Wow. The Townsville must have a great gym. This is keeping people in shape.
You know what I mean? But yeah. So yeah, we get the final battle now.
This did feel like it had a problem of too many finales. Because I thought the bomb was a finale. I thought like the marriage was a finale. And now we have to get another finale. And it's like, this is because they needed. Although I did find it hilarious that Bowser was beefing with the guy Bowser was beefing with Mario. And Mario had like no sense of who Bowser is other than the guy who kidnapped his brother. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, that was funny, but it worked for me. I get it.
It worked.
Yeah, it worked for me.
Yeah.
Because that's I get the idea.
It's a hilarious like thing that the villain is creating this deep backstory in his mind about how he's going to get revenge against this guy. And when he's like, I don't know who you are.
Yeah, what did Wanda say again? You've ruined my life. Who are you?
It's you remember when Goku met Frieza for the first time?
Yes.
They had no idea who each other were. Like Goku didn't know who you were, and Frieza didn't know who he was. He was like, "Yo, dog, I don't know who you are, but I urge you to just leave this planet." It's like, nah, nigga. Why would I listen to you? You know what I mean?
Time for this.
Everybody else knows who these two people are. Yeah. I like it like that because it's not about you, man. I'm just here for my brother. That's it.
Exactly. So anyway, this final fight, I don't sure it has the consistency of mashed potatoes. But at the same time, I'm just like, you know what? It looked cool. And that's all I can really say is that it looked cool. When Luigi tries
New
to
York
become
also
brave.
is equally as magical as the Mushroom Kingdom and all of those things, because now all of a sudden, what's this? As they're fighting, the durability on Mario, I'm like, is everyone like you, or is this you specific?
Hey, did you not see?
I guess this is like humans in DC, where it's just like that would kill somebody in regular life, but in DC, when you're trained by Tibetan monks and dark side punches you, you survive somehow. So I guess maybe Mario has Tibetan monks in this world that trained him in durability, because Bowser is knocking this out of this, bruh. And
oh yeah, you
like
got the beats
again,
by Dre, yeah.
and then the thing that Kim mentioned, Mario gets damaged and hurt and purple and blue, so
Yo,
like
dude, he
clearly
got
that
ugly
guy's done it.
beaten, yeah. And I'm like, since when?
But
This
it
is
only
happened with
works. It
Bowser.
only works when Bowser beats him.
Yeah.
Nobody. It doesn't work when Kong beats him. It doesn't work when anybody beats him. It's only when Bowser beats him.
Bowser's the final, dog. The final countdown.
Maybe the canon is that he's got immortality while he's still on that side. But then when he comes to the human side, he bleeds again. I don't even know, dude. It doesn't make sense. But then
Well,
Luigi then holds on
that
to a
becomes us.
melting grate,
Yeah.
a thing of metal that is melting on his
No,
face.
this is where I'm just like, you know what? I understand it's a kid show, I understand whatever, but I'm just like, so this thing is magical moves, because he has a Captain America moment, and I'm like, is this a magical grate? Did the grate eat something? Did you have did you bring this from the ghost world? Where did this come from?
You know what I mean? Like, it's just it is what it is, man. I get it. It's a kid's whatever. Fine.
I'm just saying, I would have
Fine.
just had him. I would have had him eat a mushroom that generates an energy field,
Yes.
and then
Give him a power up that
then
makes him hold it.
yeah,
Yes. That would have
yeah,
it
or
would
a
have
power
cost
up
him
where he
nothing.
blocks it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, or a power up where he blocks it, and then yeah.
But it's whatever. Thing decides to be brave. I mean, they didn't really set this up that well, but it's fine. It's fine.
And
It's
look,
not.
it's his brother. If his brother's
Yeah.
about to die, I'm pretty sure Luigi would set aside whatever reservations he has
Exactly.
about action and do
Exactly.
something.
It
So
doesn't need that much work. I would like
yeah,
it to have a lot of work, but it doesn't need
yes,
it. Yeah.
yeah.
100%. So that's fine. And I thought that was fine. Princess Peach is like fucking fly kicks him at one point, and I'm like, okay, cool. And then 2 seconds later, she's being held by two turtles. And I'm like, what happened? Did I miss something?
No, what the impression that I got from the first time Princess Peach shows Mario how this whole thing is done, like the first time after they
Yeah.
just met, I'm like, okay, so they agreed that they're not gonna make a damsel in distress like we know
Yes.
in the games.
Yeah.
But then you have moments like what you just mentioned now, and you're like, this doesn't make sense. What are we doing? Is she Elsa or what? What's going on here?
Yeah. It's because
So I think,
Princess Peach. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
yeah, so that's why I feel like there were too many cooks in the kitchen, man. I feel like they
Yes.
were indecisive about a lot of things.
Yeah.
Um,
Like
Princess
one could
Peach was
make.
one of them.
Exactly. I actually think someone could make the argument that Princess Peach maybe shouldn't have been in this movie. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, if you kept Toad and you removed Princess Peach, or you removed Toad and kept Princess Peach, like you removed one of those characters, it may have been a better
No,
storyline.
Princess Peach is just it's like Galadriel in Lord of the Rings. You speak about her here and there, and you show her
Yeah,
just here and there, but she's not part of
yeah,
the thing that
No,
much.
look,
She's
yes,
just
she's
there.
like, her and Mario are like kind of, they're like the big deal of Mario. So I think I would have taken Toad out of the equation. But I think what they could have done, I think what they could have done is when she was having the fight with Bowser, I feel like Bowser could have injured her and then like depowered her a little bit so that she's not as physically functional as she was in the beginning. Like maybe she
yeah,
catches a stray fire or something. Like you don't have like, oh, you just say Bowser is stronger than her, but because Bowser is so obsessed with marrying her, he doesn't want to really like, hurt her, so he just injures her a little bit, and that hinders her enough that she needs to be saved. Like the problem with damsels in distress is like, sometimes when the damsel doesn't need to be in distress, when she can clearly take care of herself, you just have her, aka X-Men 97 and Storm. I'm still pissed, but that thing where you know they can do something and they don't do it, that's always frustrating to me as a viewer. And when I write, I don't want to write like that. So I just think have some reason why she can't do something now versus just she's captured.
Yeah, well, get her out there. Have a better reason to remove her from the equation, or put her in the equation. One of the two. Like, put her in the equation or have a better reason to remove her. But yeah, I think that's
like they should have end gamed Bowser, basically. Like Bowser should have gotten the giant star or whatever, and then they all have to use teamwork to make the dream work to beat Bowser.
Yeah, a team attack would have been cool. I mean, that drop kick basically was a team attack because they all come at him together. That should have been the final fight, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And then maybe Mario lands the final blow or something.
Instead something like that.
Yeah. Instead of what they went with. But it's fine. It could have been
better.
No,
but like I said, what they went with for me would have worked if Luigi got his own arc.
Yeah.
Then it's fine having both of them kick Bowser because you're like, oh, this guy's now brave. Didn't depend on his brother like he used to.
Yeah.
Not hiding inside a trash thing and waiting for Mario to do something before you also get the balls to do something.
100%. But yeah, that's that. So they won, and then for some reason the parents all know what's going on, and they're all like, "Wow, Mario did it! Did what? I don't know, but he did it. He saved the day." And like
that was.
I always have an issue with characters like this. Even Coop is a problem in Mega Sexular, where you brought the problem. You didn't save shit. You were supposed to fix this because Bowser came to this world because of you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, your decision to allow that explosion to do what it did caused this problem. So, nah, fam, you're no hero. You actually. It's like if the captain from Bad Boys. It's like if the captain from Bad Boys was in this cartoon, he was gonna be pissed off.
Oh yeah,
like,
you'd be yelling, "Woosa!"
But Kev, with Coop, it's either citywide destruction or the takeover of the entire planet and the entire timeline.
Yeah, man,
so
at the end of the day,
rings about.
At the end of the day, you should have told the dwarf that Leal should have fought in the desert or some shit. It's your fault.
The Glove just show up. They don't negotiate. By the time the Glove is on the scene, it's already too late.
I think what should have happened is instead of a round of applause, there should be. Are those toad people? Is that dragon alive? No.
I don't even think they would have said toad people because those niggas are mushroom people. I don't know why they call them toad people.
Yeah. I would have been like aliens. Aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you know what would have been funny if the military showed up and Mario was like, "Hey guys, they're with me. Hey, relax."
And then whatchamacallit, Stranger Things. What's her called? Face shows up. A Terminator chick. Yeah. So I'll try to kidnap
not 11.
Not 11.
Like basically the military.
Yeah, what's her name? Linda Hamill? Can't be
Linda Hamilton, yeah, Sarah Connor.
Yeah, Sarah Connor showing up because trying to arrest niggas. Yeah. That would have been funny.
And then as they're trying to arrest them, they all just jump back into the pipe like, bye. It's like, let me go.
Yeah, like is it the Minecraft movie where they were like, "Oh, should I come back home?" Turns out it's not an option. You're going to jail. You have to stay in the Minecraft world, otherwise you're going to jail.
But here's the thing that I want to talk about. Like, when Mario and Luigi decide to go back to that world and wake up in the morning with their plumbing equipment, what are they fixing?
Yeah.
Like, how do they make a living? What do they?
Do you need a living in the Mushroom Kingdom? Because people were just punching coins out of shit. So,
hey dog, I don't think it's a communist world.
There's no plaza there. There's no like what do they do? Like, how do they live? So they spend millions on an advert that they're not even gonna provide their services for in that world, and now they're gonna.
I think it would have been funny if like some of the pipes were busted, these traveling pipes, and then
they could fix it.
The traveling
and
pipes.
Princess Peach says, "I'll pay you guys," but nope. He just decided to go and...
Yeah, because why are they
I don't
staying?
know.
What happened to
Yeah,
starting?
why are they staying?
What happened to their
Hey, man,
family?
hey, man, like they just discovered there's mushrooms. They just discovered there's drugs that give them superpowers. So they're just like, you know
No,
what?
okay, their pops was right then.
Yeah, their pops
They
was...
shouldn't have left that. Yeah, they shouldn't have left their job. Like, pops was right. Like,
Yeah, that meant
you know
nothing.
what I mean?
Yeah, it meant
Look,
nothing.
them leaving their job made them discover that Mario can fly. So Mario is just gonna stay in the world where he can fly and turn big and jump.
And then what? You know, it's kind of like my friend and I, when we were studying, like when we started watching martial arts movies. I remember there was a day we watched Drunken Master, and then the movie ended, and then we're like, and then what? Like, you're still broke. Like, yes, you defeated the villain, but nigga, you still need to get a job. Like,
the tough times have just started.
exactly.
Well, actually, he can say that. Actually, he can start the school now because he defeated one of the big masters or whatever. So everyone will
Nobody
come train
saw
with
him. They fought in the wilderness, my G. Nobody saw him fight that thing. You know what I mean? And also, do you
No,
have to
they
get
had
drunk to
witnesses.
go to the school?
They had witnesses. They had the dad was there. The
Wait, are
other
we thinking of
master was there,
Legend or
and the
Drunken
other
Master 1?
no, Drunken
Drunken
Master
Master
one. There
1.
was like 3 people that saw Jackie Chan beat up the main villain.
I don't remember this. I thought it was just the both of them in the wilderness,
No, it
in the
wasn't
bush or
just the
something.
both of them. I think
Because
they like
Snake in the
three
Eagle's
niggas run up
shadow
at the.
is in the wilderness. Is him by himself. And then
Yeah, no, drunken master. There
Legend,
was people who saw.
yeah, Legend is when they were in the Drunken
No,
Master
they were
2.
in the factory.
Yes, in the
Legend
fact.
was in the they were in
I
the
don't
factory.
remember how 1 ends, but I know Snake in the Eagle's Shadow is basically Drunken Master 1. That movie is the same movie twice. Gosh, I don't
Yeah,
remember.
I don't know, but we'll
Yeah.
we'll probably do those movies. It's
Yeah,
fine.
we're gonna. Oh no, that goes without saying.
Yeah,
Question is this year or next year? That's the real question.
find out on the next episode of.
Yeah, guys. So
But yeah, that's the movie, I guess.
that's the movie. Yeah. So let me just tell you so visually amazing, 10 out of 10. In terms of the voices, mixed. I think Amy Poehler doesn't have a unique. She didn't stand out for me as a voice. She didn't stand
Wait,
out.
which voice did
Amy
which
Poehler
voice did
is
Amy
she?
Poehler provide?
Oh, sorry,
She's
what's her name?
Peach.
That's Peach.
It's
Is
No,
Anya
it?
Taylor.
Anna
It's
Taylor-Joy.
Anna
Anya
Taylor.
Taylor-Joy, not
Thank you.
not Amy Poehler. Amy Poehler
Sorry.
would have killed it.
Yeah.
She was not gonna do that.
Wait, Amy Poehler is
Parks
Last of
and
Us.
Rec.
Oh
Parks and
no,
Rec.
sorry, I'm thinking of somebody else. Yeah, Parks and
Yeah.
Rec. Yeah.
She didn't kill it, dude. I mean, I think she did a good job. She did the voices, but to me, I could taste her acting, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, there was some acting there. Like, she was doing baby voice when talking
Yeah.
to Mario, and I felt like she wasn't invested in the role. Seth Rogen, exhausting.
Yeah.
Not
Look, honestly speaking, I think I wasn't impressed by Anya Taylor-Joy's
yeah,
performance in this. I think, and I don't think it's her fault. I just think her
yeah.
lines were just not good.
But I
But
think
even
that's
with the
also the
material
problem
that
when
she
you
got,
hire. I think like this movie also like just in general when you hire actors
Instead of voice
or
actors,
voice acting. I mean, sometimes it works out like
amazingly.
Invincible, but I mean, but Invincible also it's hit and miss. There's some voices in there where I'm just like, they just got you
but
in here
look,
because you're a celebrity.
I guess
But
yeah, she was hot. Queen's Gambit, Furiosa, Magic, and
that's her face. There's
yeah,
no face here.
that's yeah. No, she was hot in
Yeah.
meaning like she was a box
sought
office
after,
draw. The
she was
name,
Yes.
the
Oh, that's
yeah,
except Furiosa didn't do great.
it
But
bombed.
I'm
Yeah,
saying
anyway,
it's like Brad
long
Pitt as
story.
well.
Yeah, but I'm saying anyway,
Yeah.
long story short, it's just I think
I
when
think
you
you
get
needed
actors and like because it's a different muscle, it is a different skill. Like to act on screen, you still have a bunch of other tools that are available to you, and then vice versa when you're voice acting, even though you don't have those tools as an actor, you can overact in the booth and it will work. Like if you ever
yeah,
see Mark Hamill, right, when he's playing the Joker, if you
Yeah.
had to see that on screen, it would drive you insane. But it works for when he's doing an animated thing.
Yes.
you know
For the
who's actually really good, but not a lot of people would probably pay attention to her. It's Heidi Klum. I wish you guys could actually see some footage of Heidi Klum taking direction from the director and changing her voice or listening and taking notes. Brilliant, bro. Fucking brilliant. But I think Princess Peach, in my opinion, needed a mature voice.
Yeah.
Someone who's been in the game for a while. I'm not saying like someone like Tara Strong or E.G. Daily, no. I'm talking about like even if
Who
it was
was
Gwyneth Paltrow, for
yeah? Who
example,
was the B movie
or
lady?
some
The B
B
movie
movie
lady.
lady. I
She
don't
was
know.
great. The voice actress in B movie.
Look, I mean, again, they don't want
Yeah.
they don't want them to sound too old because
Yeah,
you
of
know, she
course.
needs to her
No,
and
for
Marley
sure.
need
But
to be.
I mean, look, for example,
Ooh,
Joan Cusack,
Yeah,
as is a
John
cowgirl
Cusack.
in Toy Story.
yeah.
Uh, when she came through in Toy Story 2, she was already probably in her late 40s or whatever. But it worked. You know what I mean? So you need to just have someone who just sounds like they want to be in that world. There's a certain voice in 3D movies that is so warm and welcoming that you just love the character.
Yeah.
No matter what they do or say, you just feel like, oh man, I love this person. I
It's like
just didn't feel it with.
it's kind of like Mrs. Incredible, and I forgot her name.
Yes,
Oh, that's a
yes,
good
because
one.
she was
Yeah.
in her 40s. Yeah, yeah, exactly. She played the senator. You guys said she played the senator in Batman vs Superman. So yeah,
Yeah.
her.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, with the jar full of piss or whatever.
And Simpsons lady
Yeah.
was always great. The one that plays Bart
Wait,
Simpson, I forgot her name.
oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I know her name. I
Genius.
just forgot it now.
Yeah, but she's a
But yes,
genius. Yeah.
she
Nancy
actually has a
Cartwright.
podcast, by the way.
Yes, I think you're
Huh?
right. Nancy Cartwright. I think you're right.
Yes, Nancy Cartwright. You're absolutely
Yes.
right. Absolutely right. Yeah.
Fantastic. But yeah,
All right. Well,
anyway.
anyway, I think we've covered
Yes.
the movie.
Wait.
So
Let me
are you
just
gonna
I
take it?
haven't actually
Yeah.
finished.
Go
But
through your
anyway, yeah, I was
notes.
saying, yeah, sorry, we went on a tangent, which is mixed, but yeah, good voices. The plot felt like there was no connective tissue. There was no emotional connection that really put it together. So I'm gonna give this IMDb gives it a 7. I'm gonna give it a 6. Yeah, you guys, yeah.
All right, I won't be too long. Again, I love the visuals. Some of the
Mhm.
jokes were actually really good. I don't think there was any particular bad voice work, but now that we're going through the movie, I don't think there was any like standout performances outside of John Black. I mean Jack Black, John Black.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his brother that nobody talks about because he's failed as an actor. I think Jack Black had the best performance wise in this film as Bowser. I think he's the most distinct voice that I remember, and I mean he had previous experience from Kung Fu Panda. Because let's face it, Bowser is just evil Po.
Yeah.
If we think about it, it's just evil Po. So
Yeah, but they made sure to alter his voice so that he doesn't sound like Paul,
Oh
if
yeah.
that makes sense.
But there was good work in altering it. But yes,
Yeah.
100%.
Not just him. I mean, even Keegan Michael Key, you can hear that they altered his voice a bit, as told.
but anyway,
Yeah.
this uh the action sequences are pretty good. I do like the card stuff and all of that stuff. Some of the logistics does not work for me because I'm like, Mushroom Kingdom, you're a kingdom, why are you so swag? It feels like Bowser can take you over tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah, Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong, again, it was fine. Like it was like, this is not great, but this is not horrible, and it's not taking me out of the movie.
Seth
6.
Rogen is always himself.
Yeah,
So
I think that's kind of my biggest problem with him is like, act a little. Like you are doing acting, do something a little bit different. But anyway,
You get paid so much to do it.
hey, I guess, right?
yeah, but I mean, if you watch Police Academy, I forgot that actor's name, Rob. How do you ask that guy to play anything else from Police Academy?
Hey,
Not the
Joker.
black guy, the white guy.
Oh, the
How do you
main.
get that nigga?
Oh,
He,
oh shit! I know his name.
exactly. Yeah, I think he was a villain in the first one or the second one or
Yes, in the
something. But
first. No.
how,
It's the second and third, I think. And then he becomes a good
But
guy
in the
in the
third, I
later
think
ones.
he joins them.
Yeah.
Doesn't he become a cop?
Yes. He
Yeah.
becomes a
So
cop
how do you
later.
get that nigga to act anything else except for who he actually
I
is?
feel like there's a big difference between Iago and the other roles that the other one did. What's his name? The one that died?
Oh, you're talking about Gilbert Gottfried?
No, you get there's two
No,
of them. There's Gilbert
not
Gottfried,
Iago.
who's
Not
Iago.
Iago.
Yeah, but I'm saying
Yeah.
Iago has done different
You know who
voices.
he voiced? If you remember Hercules, the cartoon, nah?
Yes.
The cartoon movie, Disney's cartoon movie. He voiced
One of the
the
Hades
blue,
henchmen. Yes.
yeah, the blue henchman, or the no, not the blue one, the pink one, the pink henchman.
Yes.
Yeah, that nigga.
Ring any bells?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen that cartoon in years.
Hilarious motherfucker, bro. Hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he had a whole thing about reading 50 Shades of Grey in the
That's still good. That's still Gilbert. But yes, they all did.
Yeah. But anyway, a long story short, I don't want to keep it long. I did not have a bad time in this movie, but now that we've kind of sat down with it and broken it down, it's going to go from, like, again, it's kind of weird when I rate a movie like this. Like, I still had a good time, but I have to give it this score. Is that a weird thing?
Yeah.
I have to give it like a 6. Like, I did not have a
guilty
bad
pleasure,
time,
bro.
Yes, like, I did not have a bad time.
Yeah.
But I have to knock it down as a story.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll have to say 6.
100%.
It's like a weird. Okay. It's like a weird 6. It's like an enjoyable 6.
Yeah. Guilty pleasures, bro. That's what they're for.
From my side, I think Frozen is better than this movie.
Objectively, yeah.
I didn't enjoy Frozen the way I wanted to. Like, if I had to choose between Zootopia and Frozen, I would choose Zootopia any day. The first one.
Zootopia clears. The first one.
Yeah. Zootopia, Incredibles 1.
Okay,
those
that's
movies
unfair.
are just fucking brilliant.
Yeah, those
I'm just saying. I'm
yeah.
just saying. Toy Story 1, 2, 3. You know, like, yay, chief. So the graphics are flipping amazing. I think Illumination, like we were saying, Illumination was just making sure that we remember that they didn't just do Despicable and whatever. They also did other movies that are actually quite good. And they did I don't think any other studio would have, okay, maybe Pixar, obviously. But I think for the visuals, to be honest, they cleared. So I can't give it anything less than 5 from the visuals alone. So the visuals alone, give it a 5 from the visuals alone.
100%.
The voice acting for me, Charlie Day, man. Charlie Day for me takes the cup. I think he was
sorry.
just.
I would say Bowser, then Luigi. Charlie, it would be them two with the standouts.
Yeah, I think Charlie Day for me, it just feels like he was born to play Iago, bro. Sorry, Luigi. Mario, I just have issues with him. I think, you know what I've realized, and I mentioned this before. Either I've mentioned it to you guys or I just maybe thought about it. Mario, I realized he's like Hulk. Hulk doesn't work in his own movie, like in a solo movie. He works when he's with the Avengers. I feel like Chris Pratt's version of Mario only works if he's with other characters, like a Princess Peach or a Donkey Kong or a Luigi. Or he stands out because you're like, oh, this is dope. But it's not like a Peter Parker Spider-Man where by himself you feel every moment, every beat, every emotion. No, you don't. He doesn't work. He needs a supporting cast to always make him relevant. Maybe it's because of Chris Pratt's performance, I don't know. But when you're playing the game, it's a different story, obviously. So for that, man, I'm gonna give it a 6.5. Shout out to Toad, though. I also like Toad's voice acting. If I'm being honest, I think Keegan Michael Key did a good job.
Yeah, he didn't have a big role, but it was fun. I didn't like the words that were coming out of his mouth, but the way he said them were good.
I think we need to start asking ourselves this question before we shut it down. Is this a rewatchable movie? Would you watch it again?
If it was playing, sure.
Nah, background at best. What did we say before? SABC 3. No. Yeah, SABC 3 quality right there.
Like if I had,
definitely SABC 3 quality.
Yeah.
Like if I had my cousin around or something or the other, and my nephew, sorry, and he wanted to watch something, sure. But I'm not gonna be like, I need to sit down and watch Mario.
Oh hell yeah, yeah.
I would rather watch them watch Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs than this.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, that would actually be the better one.
Hotel Transylvania, because those ones, the comedy is very
sharp,
physical.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway.
But yeah, anyway, I think that's it, guys.
Yeah, Park, you can shut it down.
All right, so thank you so much for watching the crisis event. That's what we call this, right? Yeah. Thank you for watching the crisis event crossover. It's a crisis event because I'm here. I don't know how to feel about that. I'm joking. Please make sure to like, share, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications so you know when we are dropping more videos like this. What did you think of the Super Mario movie? Did you like it? Did you take your kids to see it? Do you think it deserved, well, deserved is a strong word, but anyway, are you surprised by the box office? Or are you like, nah, this makes sense? Let us know in the comment section down below. And what's your favorite Mario game? Let us know what your favorite Mario game is in the comment section down below. I think the only one I played Mario World and Mario Kart, I think 3. I'm not sure. There was one on the Wii or something like that. I'm not sure. It was a long time ago. Mario fans, please feel the need to correct me many times in the comment section down below and correct the many inaccurate things we have said in terms of the references so that we can get that engagement. Thank you. And we will see you all in other videos, because Crisis Event X Buckmeister X African Frame has to be out for now. Peace.